Here we are, everybody. 2 weeks ago, we started this game, and y'all seem to enjoy it. So here we are again, continuing for episode 2 of Spirit Gate. As before, yell at me if people are too quiet, too loud, if the music is drowning people out. If we hear a, you know, some fun shit's about to go down. As always, we're going to be starting out with getting to know us because, you know, my name is Kyber. I'm a variety streamer, stream a bunch of different things. You're on my channel right now. You don't really need to know me. This is Basti. Basti, why don't you tell the people what you do?
I'm Basti.
Cool. All right, so now we're going to go to Lunar.
Hi. So real quick, your stream is paused in Discord, so we can't hear the music.
No music, no music, no.
Windows 11.
Why is it paused?
I don't know if it's because you mute it or minimize.
It is minimized.
So that should be done now.
Okay. Anyways.
This isn't Miley Cyrus's party in the USA.
It is not Miley Cyrus's party in the USA.
I'm a streamer. I got to shove 2 pies in Cass' face 2 days ago, and it was really fun.
2 pies?
2 pies.
And I got new dice at Gen Con, and it made me really happy. So here, look at my dice. And yeah. Anyways, hi, I'm a variety streamer. I play a lot of different games. We're getting ready to start Dark Souls 2 or Dark Souls 3, and we have a lot of fun in there. Yes.
Technically, she finished it twice.
Technically, I did finish it twice.
I could even barely finish it.
I honestly had a lot of fun with it. I understand why a lot of people hate to. I do get it. It is definitely never going to be my favorite, but I had a lot of fun with it, and I thought it like made it extra challenging, which was kind of cool.
I feel that.
Even though it was annoying, if that makes sense.
Hey, Basti, how many of your chicks are alive? I think 5 at this point, right? 5 of the 6?
Only 1 died,
They started with 6.
1 got stomped on. A tendril Hulk.
Rest in peace.
Yes. Dopey died.
Dopey, right.
Dopey. So unfortunate for you.
Oh, are we gonna have to make shirts that say Team Salem, Team Tav, Team Chloe?
I don't feel like we would need to.
I just saw the hashtag
I
Team
gotta
Bastina.
Real quick, got to switch over here because I have to go and grab a thing that I was supposed to grab beforehand, but we don't have it right now. But it's a thing I need. Where's the link? Where's the Excel link? Okay, that's gonna be there. Okay.
What link?
I got it. Nothing to worry about. We're all okay.
Okay, you're doing great.
Nobody's dying yet.
We're already dead, or at least on the brink of.
All right. See if we can get some.
Mackies? Yeah.
Get some Mackies. Now, after we've talked about Lunar, why don't we go ahead and talk over here to Moog Plays.
Hi there. I am Moog Plays. I'm also a variety streamer. I did not. Well, I played Dark Souls 2, but I didn't like it. I also play a lot of other Souls games, RPGs, big into my alley. I like a lot of Fallout, Elden Ring, Dark Souls, etc., etc. Anything that's an RPG, I'll probably end up playing it. Haven't been streaming for very long, only a little over a year. Well, like a year and a half now. But yeah.
Yeah.
Good vibes all around.
This is Moog's 2nd time, 3rd time playing a session of D&D. This is Lunar's like first couple of games. Me and Basti are playing Baldur's Gate 3, so it's basically the same thing.
Maybe I'll just play that.
Honestly, you should. There's a lot of, I mean, not to put you in a box or anything, but there's quite a few daddies and mommies, and you can make a mommy.
You have to, for yourself, on character
You do,
creation,
actually.
make your own mommy or daddy.
You do.
Oh.
This
what?
is true.
It's a whole thing.
Because
It's a
it
whole
asks
vibe.
for like your like romantic interest.
I'm not opening Steam.
All right, everybody. If you support the stream enough, you will fund Moog being able to make her own daddy.
Please.
Wait.
Create a daddy.
There's something like Time Travel Alabama about that statement, and I'm not certain how much I like that.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know, no one was thinking that till you said it.
What, time travel to make my own daddy?
Yes.
Yes, okay. I'm the weird one, apparently. No, this is fine. This is totally fine. All right. So, at the end of the last episode, you guys were smashed in the face by a sushi golem after destroying a Hydra that had threatened the downtown area of this pseudo Seattle, which I've just been calling Seattle, so we can just call it Seattle for now until we get another name that we like even better, because we're doing this on the fly and having fun with it.
Schmeaddle.
Meow. Welcome to Schmaddle.
Meow.
Schmaddle.
Seattle.
So downtown
Seattle.
Schmaddle, where you, with the help of Jason, who created the barrier, Lunar, you were able to save people from nearby buildings as Chloe and Tav went in to try to get in the middle of this little monster mash. Then, once the Hydra was defeated, as you aided the Golem to do so, you made an interesting choice of attacking the Golem, and it did not go well. And the last thing that we see was Salem's eyes slowly fading to black as a bolt of light launched over her and exploded against the sushi golem. And you see the unagi rolls, dragon rolls, California rolls flying to the ground, sashimi everywhere. Your vision fades to black. And you sleep for a while. You guys are having this in and out of reality environment where your eyes are fluttering open and you're in an ambulance. You're fluttering open, you're in a hospital room. In this mental twilight, Tav, what do you dream of?
Do I dream?
What
What
do
do
you
I
dream of?
dream of? I dream that I came and started caressing my face, and it stroked my chin for me as if pondering thoughts.
So, a hand comes and caresses your face.
Yes, but it's not my hand.
I feel like you're taking a little narrative control here. Whose hand is it? Please explain this to me.
You asked me what I dreamed of.
Yeah. And that's not what we talked about, but that's fine. So you're in this large expanse with the color of your magic swirling into the far sides everywhere. You seem to be standing on this translucent platform as you turn around and you see floating there your weapon.
Minari, you speak to me. You caress me. What do you want?
There is a emotion of disgust
Okay.
that comes from this weapon, not towards you, but towards, like, not towards how you are acting, because let's be honest, but for the current scenario, it's almost disappointment mixed in with disgust. It's just the words ring through this room. Be better. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
First roll of the day, right?
First roll of the day, so you have advantage.
That now one goes away.
Hey,
Two.
bye-bye, Nat 1. Thank you so much, DeVito, for that advantage.
I rolled a 2 at advantage.
You rolled a 2 at advantage. Okay. Salem, your eyes flash open, and you are... Wait for it. Wait for it. No, wait. Did it? No. Where's the thing? Did it not save? Crap. We're doing great. We're doing fine. I'm just going to be using this for now.
Okay.
You're back home. In your village. You hear people talking off in the distance. You were just in the middle of Schmeaddle. And now Back home in your schmillage. What's the first
Yes,
thought
I
that
am.
crosses your mind?
In this state, my first thought is to go home and check on my family
Mhm.
and make sure that they're all okay. So I make
To
my way there.
roll me athletics to see how fast you do this.
That's a 6 plus. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's a 6.
With a 6, it takes you some time. Your village is very scattered. It's not really centralized. There's not just like, oh, a couple streets over, I'll be home. You were out in the fields. So it takes you roughly 15 to 20 minutes to be able to run home. And you start to realize as you get closer, you're passing by people that normally would have called out to you. There's no calls. You get home and there's no people.
Okay.
And you go to touch the door. And as you make contact with the wood, as it begins to open, you see these tendrils of blackish purple energy start to tendril out into the door, and it fades away into dust.
DM question. Does it like look like it's coming from me, or does it just look like it's a reaction to me touching the door?
Make an Arcana check.
15.
With a 15, you don't know where it came from, but you know that when you touched the door, from your fingerprint is where everything spread out from.
Okay. I in this state keep trying to like open the door. Like
The door fell away. It disappeared. It completely fell
okay.
apart.
Sweet. I go into my house and I just start checking like every room, specifically like bedrooms, looking for like my brothers and my parents and
So I'm going to ask you to describe something for me. Where were your parents the last time you saw them?
I'm not gonna cry, it's fine. um they were in their bedroom and it was the middle of the night. So they were asleep in their bed.
You go in and you see them there under the blankets the same way you had seen them before.
Okay.
As the windows start to gain this vaporous darkness that starts to float off of it.
I start to get a little panicky again, and try to do anything I can to save them.
As
So like
you panic, the darkness spreads faster. It almost is reacting to you. It reaches up, grabs onto the glass as it disintegrates, ages in front of you. The wood around you is starting to fall away, fall apart, as the house starts to actually come apart at the seams.
I'm still just kind of like trying to get to my parents, even though everything's falling apart.
Describe that to me.
Um, so like kind of how you described it, what I'm picturing is like I kind of feel like I'm running in place. Like no matter how hard I try to get to them, I can't reach them. There's nothing I can do, and I just feel like completely helpless, even though I'm trying and trying and trying.
Okay. As you step close, you get to where you grab onto the bed, and then it entirely falls apart into dust. And you turn back, and as the house falls down around you, you see your entire hillside covered in now this purplish grass, with the forest in the far distance, now these skeletal trees. And farther beyond that, this almost void that has ripped up this land you now exist in. And you see little bits reaching forward and grabbing onto the nature around you.
I fall to my knees and I just kind of like dig my hands into the soil and start crying.
As you dig into the soil, you fall through into this void. The earth beneath you opens up and you start falling into this darkness, and you fade to black. Last but not least, Chloe. Your eyes flutter open, and I do actually make me a Constitution saving throw, Salem.
Oh. Also a 15.
All right. Then, with that, let's get back to nothing. Chloe, before your eyes even open, your toes feel the sand. You feel the heat of the sun, and you hear the waves crashing up against the beach. You open your eyes, and you see off in the far corner of a volleyball game being played by two shirtless men that you have seen before. You see to your right Samuel next to a barbecue making some food, and you see flipping his hair up in the water, Jason, the water itself steaming off of him.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
What do I do? I kind of rub my eyes just to see if it do be dreaming.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of prop myself up so I'm sitting and I'm just looking from a distance with my head in my hand.
Make a perception check. Get some little bit of lo-fi going for this beat.
6.
With a 6, you stare out, and you're a girl who enjoys the physical form, and so you're trying to focus on trying to analyze the abdominal structure of the men playing volleyball. You're trying to see, maybe what kind of brand of grill is Samuel shirtless in front of, and what is the type of shorts that Jason is wearing. But you try to discern all these smaller details, but as you focus, the more you focus, the more blurred the image becomes. You probably get I need to be closer if I really want to see any of this.
Oh, of course.
So you get up, and who do you walk towards first?
Sam.
Immediately hear from the far side. Oh, Chloe, are you going to be coming over and grabbing some of these? They're going to be overdone pretty soon.
Yep. I kind of stutter on my words because I don't know what to say because it's been a little bit. It's been a couple days since I've seen him.
All right, well, come on over. Let's get you all served.
Are they sausages?
What is your favorite type of meat for a barbecue, for a beach day?
Oh, steak.
I mean, nothing is wrong with steak at the beach, so you just hear a flip and a sizzle of wonderful steak. Smell, just
What kind?
What kind? Is it like a Wagyu? Is it a New York strip?
You know what? Yeah, because we're in Seattle. Wagyu's popular.
We're in Dreamland, Seattle. We're able to do whatever we need to
Seattle.
meat-wise.
Damn right.
A5 Wagyu.
So you get up to go and walk closer, and you realize the more you're stepping, the barbecue isn't getting any closer.
Yep.
You're running now in the sand, and he's still just outside of reach. He's still 10 feet away, but the sand underneath you almost seems to extend on forever. Thank you, Anonymous. Make me I guess this would be a wisdom saving throw. At disadvantage now because of our anonymous tipper.
Well, I did just get a 1, so.
Well, it can't really get worse than that. Go ahead and roll it again, just in case you might get a 1 again. And if you do, we're just going to have some really fun stuff happen.
2.
I love that.
What is with you guys? What is this nonsense?
I love
Great.
that Basti's rolls of a 2 then a 1 at advantage are perfectly mirrored by Moog's rolls of a 1 and a 2
1
at
and 2.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
With that, you feel that furious anger boil up from within. What do you do? What in this environment? What does Chloe do?
Chloe boots the sand up. She's pissed. She just starts kicking the sand because she realizes she's not getting any closer.
There's a beach chair right next to you with an umbrella. There's a bunch of different things that are there. You just start grabbing and making a mess.
Is there a beach ball?
Yeah, there's a beach ball.
She is stomping the shit out of that beach ball.
Now, make me
Move those huevos.
a Constitution saving throw.
10.
With a 10, your eyes open up and you are in a hospital wing. In a room, one side is Salem, the other side is Tav, and you are stomping on a nurse who is this short, kind of coiffed hair, blonde man, kind of curled up now with your chart in their hand. You see on their chest is a name, Chad Chesterton.
Find your fucking place, bitch.
And you're like screaming out, like you're brought back into existence in this moment. Rage full, face red. What do you do?
I kind of stumble backwards and just look at this poor nurse who just looks mortified. And I'm just stumbling backwards, and I eventually hit the wall with my back, and I'm just profusely apologizing to this nurse.
And he like just in a yeah, okay. So you're awake? That's good. Yeah, totally. I'm gonna. Hey, doc. And so he calls out, and another doctor walks in, an Asian man with short black hair, kind of spiky. Goes, yeah. Comes in, his name tag says new in on it. And hey, what's going on? Yeah, so she woke up and started kicking the crap out of me. And yeah, here we are. Yeah. What do we, well, it's good to see you're finally awake. You and your friends have been out for quite some time.
How long exactly?
So you were brought here about 3 days ago.
Okay.
You were in pretty bad shape. And you look down and your left arm is in a cast. You look over and you see Tav both of his legs are up, like tethered to the ceiling, just full casted. We were able to accelerate the healing, so we should be able to take that off no problem today. But it was pretty touch and go there. Your friend Salem took quite the beating. And you look over and you see Salem with not a cast, but bandages around her chest going down, and her right leg is kind of bandaged up as well.
I kind of just look around and I sit back on the hospital bed and take a couple deep breaths, kind of trying to remember what happened.
As you do that, hey, Chad, why don't you go and check on the other two? Make sure they're doing okay. How do you feel? You're doing okay?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm just worried about the other two.
All right. Both of you roll me Constitution checks, and we'll see who got the highest.
You're gonna have a hard time beating this one.
Is it a nat 20?
Even better.
11.
All right. So Chad goes over to Salem's bedside, starts, checking on your heart, making sure everything's good, checking on the bandages, and your eyes flutter open to this person that you don't know touching your bandaged leg. How does Salem react?
I feel like she's right now just kind of still out of it, so she's not like fully registering exactly what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
But she's still like kind of crying because she hasn't like been able to adjust to, oh, this is reality. This isn't that memory again. So she's just kind of like staring at him, kind of like, what? What? Like,
Oh,
just
no. Don't cry. Don't cry. Hey, we got another one awake. Hey, this has been great. Hi, my name's Chad. I've been taking care of you.
Hi.
Okay, can you tell me your name?
Salem.
All right. And he
What?
comes over and he starts shining a light in your eyes, checking your pupil response.
Mm-hmm.
You can keep talking while he does this.
What happened? That's really bright. Okay.
Yep, sorry, gotta check your pupil responses. You, my friend, were on the receiving end of quite a vicious spirit by the look of it.
I was just trying to help everyone.
Takes out a little stethoscope, puts it next to your heart. Say, hey, can you breathe for me real quick? Just deep breath. Can you start? Are you still crying? Is that the reality of what's happening?
It's like it's slowing down. Like it's not as like profuse, I guess is the word.
Okay. All right. You seem to be doing great. Seem to be getting fixed up just fine. Your friend is awake. You look over and you see Chloe kind of sitting back on the hospital bed, talking to this doctor.
Do I see like any bandages or anything on her?
She has her arm in a cast, but other than that, there's really not much.
Okay. All I got. I just kind of like look at her and just kind of like lay back down.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go get you some water. Okay.
Okay.
Leaves out the door. And is there anything, Chloe, that you would like to ask the doctor before we move forward?
Where is Jason?
Oh, the man who brought you here. Yeah, he stayed for a little while just to look at you guys, but once we had you in good hands, he had to he took a call and had to leave.
Okay.
All right. I just got to run some tests really quick, make sure you're all up to snuff, and then we can get you on out of here, okay?
Sounds good.
So, props you onto the bed. I'm just going to check your reflexes really quick just to make sure that nothing neurological was interfered with, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Hits one leg, pops up, goes to hit the other, and something flashes in the frustration of this scenario. Roll me a D100.
70.
If that. Give me the table that I had last time. Thank you. Oh, that's not it. I hate that there's so many different variances of things. 70. You sneeze as this hits you, and suddenly everyone else in the room is invisible.
Hello?
Yeah, so your reflexes are doing quite all right. Everything should be, seem fine. Can you just say off for me really quick? I just want to check on something. You had a little bruising in the back.
I'm kind of just looking around, like trying to close my eyes and open them and rub my eyes and wonder what
you feel a little tongue depressor on your tongue.
I smack it away.
Hey, I just need to go and check just to make sure that nothing was damaged inside. You had a little bit of inflamed tonsil. I want to make sure that's gone away.
I scoot back on my bed more, trying to get a little distance.
Are you okay? Did something happen?
Yeah, I just need a minute.
Okay. After 1 minute, specifically, the invisibility fades, and he's just standing there, just kind of looking at you curiously, like, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just felt a little sick there. I'm good though.
No worries. Happens to everybody. With that, he says, okay, I'm going to go and check on some tests. Be good. I'm going to come back in a little bit to get some blood, and then we'll be solid after this, okay?
Cool.
Leaves the room. And for about now, there is a time where Salem and Chloe, you are alone in the room in the hospital for the first time since waking up. Do anything? Say anything?
Why the hell did you guys run in?
I wanted to prove myself because I have just been stinking ass since we've gotten to the university, and I just wanted to do something and make a difference.
I mean, same, but also, he specifically said, stay back.
Well, yeah, but I thought that was a suggestion, not like a rule.
I just take like a really deep sigh. I'm just like, I feel like we're not going to learn anything if we don't start listening to what people are trying to tell us to do.
I'm fine to listen, but if I see a fight, I want to get involved.
Can you just promise me that you'll think about your abilities versus the other shit's abilities from now on?
I will take a brief moment prior to lunging forward to just make that decision. Yes.
Tav, go ahead and make
Okay.
me a Constitution saving throw.
18.
You wake up
Oh,
right at
yeah.
the end, the tail end of that statement.
So I'm sitting in bed with my legs propped up in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
So I take a couple seconds. I get that view. I haven't said anything, and then just looking at my legs, I go, "A fitting reward for riding a Hydra."
So you guys hear the jollyful, oddly jolly voice of Tav from the corner.
Chloe like jolts her head towards him. Doesn't say anything though.
Can I see them?
Yes, there is a curtain between you and Salem, but you're able to see Chloe on the far side.
I
having a
just
staring contest.
looked over. I didn't say anything.
And
So
my head, like,
when you look over, you mainly
stop.
see like Tav's legs up and his, like half of his face kind of leaned off to the side. Your legs, by the way, do not hurt.
Good?
Sup?
How are you doing?
I want some sushi, ironically, but I'm not doing bad. How about yourself? You took quite a beating, it looks like, as well.
Oh, I'm fine now.
Is Salem awake?
Yeah, Salem, you can hear all of this.
I'm here.
How did you fare on the end of things?
From the looks of it, not terribly well.
Can I reach the curtain?
Make me just a general acrobatics check at this point.
13.
You don't fall out of the bed table. Bed. You
Yank
don't fall
that
out of the
bitch
bed.
back.
There we go. You
I
yank it
yank
back
that
in.
bitch back.
You're all able to see each other.
You're right. You don't look good. I'll stop being country.
No, I do not.
Seem like you feel better than you look, though.
It's all relative. At least we're alive.
is alive, I got to ride a Hydra.
I just kind of like look at him, like blinking my eyes just repeatedly because I have absolutely no idea what to say to him at this point.
Don't look at me like that. Name a cooler horse to ride. That's right. That's what I rode. The coolest horse ever.
You could have died.
But I didn't.
But you almost did.
As you're trying to
Ah.
nail in this, you could have died. Please take this seriously. How are you so aloof in this moment? Your emotions get the better of you. And roll me a, this is going to be crazy, a D10,000.
What? How?
So, we're going to have to find like a table or something to use because I
I
found a
probably
table.
have 10 D100s.
No, there's like a custom.
Okay,
dice
roll me
roller
roll me a D10, and that's going to show us where we're at on this for the thousands.
1,000
Okay, so
side,
we're at-
1D1000.
There's the 10 there. Okay.
Okay.
Now roll me a D100.
10.
Did you just roll a 10,000? Wait, oh, 10. Okay. Sorry. Let's go
Because the double zero is the 100, right?
Yep, now
Or
roll
is
me
the double zero the
one-
10?
One more time.
Ooh. 90.
All right, so we're at 9,100. As you are doing this, the ground that you are laying on, oddly enough, this is kind of perfect. The floor starts to erode away and starts to like almost start melting around you. And I need to roll this. Yep. So like your bed starts to like sink into the floor.
Okay. I'm so sorry. I have no idea. Never mind, I can't do what I thought I was going to be able to do.
Going somewhere?
Apparently.
Thank you for that tip.
Here, let me help, I say ironically with my legs attached to the ceiling.
Is there like anything that I can like hold on to not fall with the bed into this lava? Because the floor is
Probably
now
the
lava.
curtain.
It is not lava. It's more like quicksand. There's the
Okay.
curtain that's
Even
next
worse.
to you. Mhm.
Okay. I just like grab the curtain and hold on to it for a second.
Is it the curtain on my side?
No, you
Okay.
are opposite of those two.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
but you
same.
can see her bed like now is about 2 inches into the floor, and it seems like the tile that this is has turned into this like pseudo mud quicksand. What are you doing?
I've stretched for her with one arm that can reach her. Ah.
I
reach
grab
out.
onto his hand.
All right, make me an athletics check to see if you can get through.
Is this quicksand only under her bed?
Yes.
That's a 12 plus 0, so 12.
Hey, mine's a 12 minus 1, so an 11.
So as you reach out, you grab onto the hand, and as you step out, as your foot touches the ground, that starts to turn into quicksand. And now his bed starts to fall into the floor, as well as this aura around you seems to have followed you.
Well, shit.
As the
Oh,
frustrations of
thank
everything
you
from
so
before continue to
Very
pour out.
much.
Chloe, you're in the best shape. At least grab him.
Chloe's gonna Chloe's actually gonna pull her javelin out, and she's gonna use her javelin as like, okay, like grab onto it.
There's really only one way to find out where this goes, though.
You are more than welcome to follow the quicksand. I don't want to drown.
Right now, it seems the quicksand follows you. So to get through the quicksand, you have to probably join.
So as this is happening, the freakiness of this magic yet again is causing your emotions to do some bullshit. You're trying to get help. Nothing is happening. Nothing is helping. No one is helping. What do you do?
Are there any windows in our room?
Yeah.
I start to look around for any
Are
like.
we in-
You go.
No, you go.
I start to look around for any like plants or seeds or like anything that I could just like use to my advantage.
I mean, roll me a nature check. We'll see if there's anything around you.
17.
With a 17, there is a potted plant, like a spider plant over in the corner.
From our windowed view, are we on the first floor?
No, you are about 4 floors up.
Easy jump.
Easy jump.
What are you guys doing?
I still have my javelin stuck out, waiting for someone to grab it.
I grab her javelin.
I've got nothing. I've succumbed to. I have succumbed to the quicksand.
You just let yourself get pulled under?
I don't have anything to help me out of this situation.
So,
Chloe, you coming with?
So they seem to just start going into this quicksand, and you reach out, and Tav is holding the other end of his javelin, just apparently...
Can I pull her in? Hey, do you want to come with?
Can I cast entangle on myself like from the wall? So I don't sink?
You...
Wife.
So, there's a lot going on here. Okay. Tav, make me an athletics check to pull in Chloe. Salem, make me a wisdom check to see if you have the wherewithal to think that by creating this, the vines themselves won't get pulled in.
I'm asking Chloe at the same time, like, do you want to join?
No.
That was a dirty 20.
So,
if she's saying no, I'm not pulling her in.
Well, it's
I'm
funny,
gonna let
as
go
you
of the
told
javelin.
the other side of the javelin, now the floor underneath the javelin and her also starts to fall in, as I need everybody to make me athletics checks as...
Oh my god.
It is not a deadly
13.
encounter.
20.
All right.
I also rolled a 20. However, since it's athletics, it was a nat 20.
Wait, that's
but my
not a
athletics is
deadly
minus
encounter.
1.
No, I said it's not a deadly encounter.
Oh, okay.
Oh, strength at 23.
So as the floor falls underneath you guys, you fall into a perfect replica of the room that you were in, but when you slam against the ground, Chloe's able to land on her feet, no issue. Tav, you fall down, and you have a little bit of like wonkiness because of the 2 casts that are on your legs.
He's just stiff-legged.
Yep. And Salem, you're able to land appropriately as well.
Where's my javelin?
It's still
Can
between
I
you guys.
ask a DM question?
Sure.
Is my leg like fucked up enough that I like have a limp? Am I walking normally? Like how?
It's a little sore, but you guys were magically healed to a certain degree.
Okay.
And as you guys see this, you see like bits of sand covering all. It's like where dust would be, it's just sand. And you hear little claws walking out. As you look across the room, there is this large, almost wolf that has these like tufts of sand falling off of it, just sniffing around.
Does
What
he
do you guys
notice
do?
us yet?
Does not appear so.
Puppy!
Do you scream out puppy?
No, just like I whisper to Chloe and Salem right next to me, but like a really happy whisper.
I
Puppy.
would like
Make me
to
a
cast
stealth check on talking, I guess, right now.
Stealth.
While he's
stealth.
doing that, I'm immediately trying to
Dirty
cast
20.
Cure Wounds on Chloe to fully heal her so that
you guys are fully healed. You have full hit points. You've
We
taken
are?
a long rest. You've leveled
Okay.
up.
Okay.
You're good. All right. The bandages that are on you are remnants from when you were injured. They are not indications that you are currently injured.
Got it.
Okay, that's where my confusion was coming from. Thank you.
My cast is still on, right?
Yes.
What you're
Let's-
saying is I have improvised weapons on my legs.
If that's how you want to see them, bud. All right. With that, was that stealth check?
Dirty 20.
As you whisper over, you see that the wolf in front of the giant, probably 9 foot long, standing on just its legs, probably at your shoulders. Now listens up, perks up, and then walks away as another one comes into view on the far side. The way this is kind of set up is you have your basic room. Outside is a hallway on either side, and then there's the nurse's station, which is just kind of like a half wall counter with some chairs and like a computer and stuff behind that. In the nurse's station, there is one wolf, and there is another one that is walking through the hallway.
I apologize. I'm trying to figure out this layout. So we're like in the middle of a large room.
Room, hallway, nurse's station.
Okay.
Hey guys, what are we doing with these puppies?
Roll me a stealth check.
A 7.
Okay. That's what Toph says.
I whisper, "Stay here," and I cast Spike Growth like out in front of us so that we are on the back edge of it. But if they were to like move through it, they would
So-
have to.
You walk to the front
Yeah.
of the room to cast Spike Growth, and you look up, and there is the wolf on top of the counter staring at you. Just.
We still cast Spike Growth.
As its teeth starts getting gnarled. And as you cast, it lunges. Roll initiative, baby, for this moderate encounter. Or random encounter.
Another dirty 20.
12.
All right, we've got Tav with a 20. We got Salem with a 12. What's your dexterity?
My dexterity?
Yes.
+3.
All right, then it's the wolf. And Chloe, what'd you get?
A 2.
Now I see why you're quiet. You would not need to talk very much. All right. The wolf on the nurse's station barks and goes to move. Tav, it's your turn.
I am getting pissed off at shit trying to kill me. I mean, I've been here like 4 fucking days, and every day something's trying to fucking kill me. And I've been with this angry ass little chick next to me the entire fucking time. And I'm picking up her angry little person habits, and I'm pissed the fuck off. Not only that, I'm getting ticked off at these fucking wolves, because they're what's currently trying to kill me. I angrily, just like start reaching into my mouth and pulling Minari out.
So you guys see as Tav in anger stands up, just the pure frustration visible, the veins bulging on their body as they open their mouth, and like a little hilt comes out, and they just shing, almost magically created as It's pulled.
From there, I point at this fucking wolf, and I cast Eldritch Blast.
Beautiful. Go ahead and roll that attack and the damage.
19. A D10. Shit, which one's a D fucking 10?
Well, it's the one that has 10 sides.
I haven't set up my dice yet today.
Guys, you had time.
I'm sorry.
Nice.
That's the D10. That D10 died.
D10, the one with 10 sides.
A 5.
So 5 points of damage as you blast this wolf. What does it look like?
It comes out and
Paint me a word picture with combat.
I'm pointing Minari at him, and like a copy, a phonetic copy, an illusionary copy of Minari shoots out and towards this wolf, with a chain following it the entire time, essentially connecting the two Minaris. It sinks right into the wolf's shoulder, and then yanks him 10 feet closer to me while it retracts this chain.
Pulling it into the spike growth. What do I have to do for that, Salem?
I'm gonna find my D10.
Sorry, I wasn't expecting that to happen real quick because I wasn't sure if it had gotten off or not.
I believe it's 2d4 per 5 feet or something like that.
It is a 20-foot radius.
Okay.
Yes,
So
2d4 per 5 feet of travel.
It has covered the
And-
area that is the gateway between this room and the nurse's station.
Correct. They also need to make a perception check if they can't see the area at the time the spell is cast.
That you don't need to worry about that.
Okay.
Because they saw you casting it.
Okay.
So it was
I wasn't
how much
sure
damage?
if it was just the one or the other one.
So it's pulled
2d4
10 feet. 2d4. Go ahead and roll that.
per 5 feet. So 4.
4 points of damage. And it is now your turn.
That is 12, 15. If they're both going 10 feet, or is it just the one?
It's just so Basti yanked it towards you. It wasn't like their turn.
Okay, then 7. I'll go with the lower.
Okay.
I yoinked him. I yoinked him real good.
All right. Now it's your turn.
He yanked it towards me.
Towards the room that you're in, yes. Don't worry about that little stuff.
Okay. I will then cast Entangle on it.
Is spike growth
which
concentration?
Oh, that's concentration. Okay, yeah, you know what? I would rather leave spike growth up.
Okay. What are you doing?
So this is where I struggle. I don't fully understand like what all would break concentration. Like I know casting
Any
another
spell that
spell would
says
break
concentration, if it's an instantaneous effect, it does not have concentration. Any spell that is concentration will be marked as concentration.
it. Okay, so if I were to like cast anything else, but it doesn't say concentration,
You're fine.
I would be fine.
Yes, you can only
Okay.
just maintain one concentration spell at a time.
Then I will pull out my dagger and I will just throw it at him.
All right. Since I don't think you have this written down, make me a dexterity attack. So you're going to be rolling a d20, adding your dex, add your proficiency. Yeah.
15, 19 plus my proficiency is 2, so 21.
Hits. Go ahead and roll me 1d4 plus your dexterity.
2 plus 3, 5.
5. Okay, you throw your knife and it embeds right into the haunch that is in your direction as they now turn to look towards you, and you see them and this sand blaster, this cone of sand breath. The wolf exhales a blast of coarse sand in a 15-foot cone. Each creature in that area must make a DC 12 dexterity saving throw. And while that's going on,
11.
We strong. We succeed.
Chloe, did you succeed?
That's 20.
Chloe, did you succeed?
3.
You fail. So you take 15 points of piercing damage as sand blasts you. Salem.
You said a
D12.
D12, right? So
Mhm.
11.
Then you fail. You take 15 points of piercing damage. And Tav, you take
What?
half.
Rounded up or down?
Yeah. All right. And with that, you see the other wolf coming in from the far side, but it's little hesitant to step on the spike growth, and it's just barking from a distance. Chloe, it's your turn.
Chloe's gonna whip out Beth, her good old friend, the battle axe. And she's gonna do a little schmoove with it. She's gonna spin it around because she's feeling, a little extra today, wanting to prove herself again. And she's gonna. Can she throw it or no?
She can.
She's gonna throw it.
Okay, so go ahead and you're going to make me. We're going to do this as. It would have to be dexterity because you're throwing it. You have the strength to do so, so it would be dexterity plus proficiency.
It's a 12, right?
It's a d20.
Okay.
You roll the hit and then you roll the damage.
For fuck's sake.
What'd you roll?
A 5.
So with the 5, you throw and it just whiffs entirely. You're not used to throwing, Beth. Like as you're throwing, one of the hinges,
True.
one of the hinges that kind of is the foldable battle axe that you have kind of breaks and it flings off to the side and embeds itself in the wall, in the door frame of this
Okay.
open archway.
Beautiful.
All right, that was your action. You have a bonus action and a movement action that you can do now.
I'm gonna run and try to go get the axe from the wall.
Okay. You say you run up to it. You have enough to run up, grab it. Make me a very simple athletics check to yeet it out of the wall. Tav, you're up next. Say, me after that.
19.
Plunk. Pulled out. Got it back in your hand, ready to go.
Perfect.
You still have a bonus action. You can rage if you would like to.
Yeah, I'll rage.
So you see a little bit of that steam start to come off of Chloe as her blood starts pumping, her face gets a little red, the frustration builds, and she rages. Stop.
Looking behind the two wolves, I sort of just start to mist and dissipate into a cloud as I reappear behind the second wolf, and I stab him in the butt, tail, tut.
I love the
In the
commit.
butt?
I love the
Tail?
commit to the voice, and you go and I teleport in and I stab him in the butt. It's great. Yes.
I want to cut his tail off.
Okay, so you misty
That's
step, I'm
hardcore.
assuming, behind
Yeah,
an attack. Go for it.
trying to cut a tail off though, because I'm a Dark Souls player, and Dark Souls
I was
you're allowed to
just
cut
gonna
tails
say.
off.
Yep.
A 19.
19 does hit. How much
I
damage
lied.
do you
That's a
do?
dirty 20 because of my new Pact of the Blade.
Ooh, look at that.
That's +6 now instead of +5. It's weird. And a D6 with 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. You are not able to perfectly cleave off the tail, but you've gotten started. As you hit and you just hear the wolf going, "Arp!" is the little yip. And now that Tav is gone, teleporting in, Salem, you're up. Paint me a
Okay,
beautiful battle picture.
I'm gonna double check this again just because I'm still trying to like nail it down in my head. If duration says concentration, that's what breaks the spike growth, correct? So
Correct.
if it says instantaneous, I am okay.
If it is written there as concentration, it interrupts another concentration. If it doesn't, it
Okay.
doesn't. Because you can have things that last time, but isn't concentration.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Earth Tremor.
All right. What does that do?
But I'm gonna cast it with well, I'll wait for that. So Earth Tremor is a tremor in the ground within range. Each creature other than you in that area must make a dexterity saving throw, and I'm casting it at the wolf that's right in front of me.
Okay. What's the range on it? What's the radius?
It is a 5-foot diameter.
So you could place it to be between them. So we're going to attack both. And while this is happening, explain
Okay.
to me what this looks like.
So you see this do you know gravity spells in Elden Ring?
Oh
It
yeah,
kinda
yeah, the
looks like
purple.
that. So you see the dark blackish purple, like you see this ball of light just hit the ground and then ripple out, and as it's rippling out, you kind of see like the floor like bounce and dust come off of it, and it's just like, yeah.
So this would be an opportunity for you to use your new subclass feature if you would like to do
That's
that.
what I want to do.
Then you got to do it as you're doing it.
Oh, okay. Yes. So I'm going to use the Harvest Scythe with this as well.
And describe what this looks like.
So as this happens, as it reaches the targets that it's going to hit, you see like this little like extra blade pop out and just slash at those targets.
Okay, so as the ripple of this force goes across the ground, this dark scythe reaches up from the ground to slash at both of them. And so they both succeeded. One rolled a 19, one rolled a 15. So I'm assuming it's half damage.
It is on a failed save. And you must make a dexterity saving throw if the ground in that area is loose earth or stone and becomes difficult terrain until cleared. No, it just says on a failed save, a creature takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone. It doesn't say anything about it being half damage if they succeed.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm slightly confused now. I feel like there is more to this because it doesn't say anything about a successful
I'll look it
save.
up. I'll look it up while you're rolling damage. I'll take care of this.
Okay.
I'll take care of it, Bestie.
So 1d6 plus... I'm going to go ahead and just use the 1.5.
So in that is if they fail, they take the damage and are knocked prone. If they succeed, they don't take any damage.
Yeah.
So then nothing happens.
That's what I'm reading too.
Yeah. So as you're vibrating this out, the wolves are able to maintain their composure and are not knocked to the ground. And it is now their turn as that one that you just earth tremored is going to lunge at you, jumping through more of the spike growth. Go ahead and roll damage for that.
How far did it go?
This would be the last 5 feet.
So just 1d6. 3.
All right. Then with that, he is going to bite you. And he rolled a 14.
Yay.
With that, that is 2d6. 3, 6, 9 points of piercing damage. And then you should make me a strength saving throw.
6.
All right. So, Chloe, it did leave your range of opportunity. So if you want to make a reaction to do an attack roll, you can.
Yes. I still have Beth in hand, and I'm gonna continue using Beth.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a lunge at it and go from the side and try to get it right in the hip.
Go ahead. Roll that. And Salem is knocked to the ground by the force of the bite. Knocked out.
And I have rage, right?
Yes, you do.
8.
8. You rolled 8 or 8 damage?
8 damage.
All right. It looks visibly wounded. As blood starts dripping from the side that has this, well, it's not blood, it's like this darker sand that as you hit it just kind of falls out to the floor. And Salem down to the ground. Chloe, it is now your turn.
Chloe yanks the axe out of the hip.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was still stuck in there. And she's gonna jump up and try to get on its back.
Ooh, okay, make me an athletics check with advantage because you're raging.
13.
13, you're able to clearly jump on, grab onto it, and you're now trying to ride it like a mechanical bull at a bar.
As I'm doing that, I'm gonna overhead swing to try to clock it right in the forehead.
Okay.
Oh. $15.
The 15 you do hit. Roll me that damage.
Beautiful. 16.
16 points of damage.
Yeah, because the rage adds 2, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. As you are straddling on the back of this giant sand wolf, you slam down, and how do you kill this thing?
I'm gonna lodge the axe right into the forehead.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really, really hard. And as it's in, I'm gonna push it further in.
And as it slams down, sand starts to spray out, and you just push in deeper, and it starts to spray out into another massive burst as suddenly the form that you are sitting on dissipates, falls to the ground, and you land as sand now covers the unconscious Salem in front of you.
I'm gonna run over to Salem if I can.
Yes, you can.
And kind of, I'm still raging, aren't I?
You are. So you're like,
I want to take.
you're like
Yeah,
the
I
mom,
wanna.
the group of friends who's like the mother friend who's like at a concert and everyone's leaving, and she's like, everybody's gone. She's like, how can I help you?
Me. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna right next to Salem, about a half a foot away. I'm gonna stomp to get all the sand off of her.
Beautifully done. At the end of your turn, you stomp, and all of the loose sand just kind of flutters off. It is now Top's turn.
I can only think of the Hulk with Edward Norton where he claps to put out the fire, stomp to get rid of the dirt.
100% yes. What are you doing, Top?
So last turn, I swooped in and I cut his tail off, and I'm still fucking pissed off, and I goddamn want this tail. So I quickly use Minari and wave it in a circle in front of me as I cast Hexblade's Curse, cursing this wolf in front of me. I then swing Minari again at him.
What does your Hexblade's Curse look like when you cast it?
My Hexblade's Curse? Sort of like green spectral chains come out from Minari and sort of wrap themselves around him, but not like restrictive wise, just sort of, hey, I'm here.
Binding, not restricting.
Right, yeah. And then we swing a 14.
That just hits.
Whew. We swing a 14, and we roll 8 points of damage. Sorry, I have to add my proficiency.
Points of damage. No worries, you guys will get faster. All right. Then with that, it is now Salem's turn, and you should make me a death saving throw.
Do I add anything to that?
Constitution, I believe.
15.
So success. As this is happening and you are unconscious in this space, you are brought back to the forest that you were in your dream. And you're hovering about 10 feet above the ground as the home that you knew is almost shattered and broken, but floating in this space. And you see off in the distance the ever-present darkness that grabs onto certain sections of the forest. And then it is now the wolf's turn. The wolf is going to turn around and just yeet itself at Tov.
Did I cut the tail off?
Not yet. It rolled a 24 to hit, so it's going to be getting you.
Oh, yeah, right.
Then you take 9 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make me a strength saving throw as it pounces on top of you. Chloe, you're up next. The spike growth is also gone.
16.
With a 16, you do succeed, and it is now like on you, biting you, but not knocking you down. With that, Chloe.
Chloe's gonna take a big run towards this wolf it's on top of Tov, right?
Yeah. It's like when a dog stands on its hind legs to try to like paw at somebody.
Yeah.
But Tov is made of fucking brick and didn't fall.
And Chloe's gonna run with her axe kind of like this. Like she's holding it like this, and the blade is like here.
Okay.
And she's gonna run towards it, and I want to push it into its side.
Okay, make me the attack.
$17.
With a 17, you do hit. Go ahead and roll me that battle axe damage, or the great axe damage.
Am I still raging?
Yes, you are.
23.
23 points of damage? That's impossible.
Sorry, 13.
There we go. There we go. And you do
23 is possible with a crit, but
damage?
23 damage with a crit, yeah.
It's a D12 plus, I'm assuming 6 at max. So you'd be doing 18 at most.
On a crit? Isn't crit double the
Yeah,
dice?
but she didn't crit.
Oh,
So
right. I said
assume-
with a crit possible.
Crit possible, yeah. I was saying that as you were like rolling max damage. But okay.
Yeah.
How do you kill it? I give you creative control here on how to end the fight.
I'm trying to think of the anatomy of a dog. And that's really messed up. I'm gonna, because I'm running at it with the axe to the side, I'm gonna get it in the jugular, actually.
You run forward, slice
Right in
into
the
it.
neck.
The axe goes straight, buries itself into the neck. The sand blood spurts out as it attempts to howl, but you've cut off the windpipe as you just push through again, and it now is just a flopping head as it falls to the side and dissipates into sand. You guys are now victorious. As
Chains
the
come
world
away from
around
the
you starts to destabilize and fall away, you feel this weird gravitational vortex, almost like your body's pulled in every direction for half of a second, and then you are back standing in the room or the hospital bed. Salem is on the ground.
I'm gonna help Salem up. Come on, get back up here.
Salem is unconscious. Salem, I need you to make me another death saving throw. What are you guys doing?
I want to try and lift her up.
19.
19, another success.
Am I smart? I'm smart. I'm real smart. I promise I'm smart. I'm gonna try to hook her up to an IV in a hospital room.
Okay, so
Please don't do that.
your friend is bleeding out. I just want to get this. This is like doing CPR for a bullet wound. Your friend is bleeding out, unconscious, and you want to hook them up to an IV.
I didn't understand that they were bleeding out. I just understood that they were bad.
Hey, gotta
That's what I
replenish them
heard.
fluids, man.
Okay. Go
They're
ahead and make
bad.
a medicine check. Chloe, you're able to easily lift up Salem, put her back into the bed.
Flop her on the bed.
Is there one of those doctor push buttons as well?
Yes, there is.
Medicine 20 dirty 18. I keep rolling these 18s plus 2.
Solid. As you press the button, you're like going to put the needle in, and a doctor comes around the corner and goes, no. As Dr. Nguyen comes in, takes the IV from you, puts it in, it's like, hits another button. Yeah, we needed some nurse over here. And it's like, what the hell happened? He bandages you, starts bandaging Salem up.
I can tell you what didn't happen. I didn't get a wolf tail.
I have no context for what you were saying. Please tell me exactly what hurt her.
I understand you didn't have context for that, but she met a very
Tell me things that I need to know. And he's like now going and like grabbing stuff. Make me a he's gonna make a medicine check.
puppy bite.
A puppy did this.
Yes, a puppy.
All right.
Two
you
of
are-
them.
Pseudo angry puppy.
That's completely unhelpful information. All right. This is way too large for a puppy. Bite wound, he calls in other nurses and they start doing some work. And you are healed for a D4. And you get 4 points of health back as you are stabilized. And you see as he like sutures up the wound, he pulls out a small holy symbol, closes his eyes, and he puts his hand on the wound as it starts to heal up. And you are run back.
Hey, Salem, welcome back.
Why
Hey.
the fuck would you pull it right to my face?
I didn't. I pulled it to the middle of the room. It ran to your face. You watched the dog run up to you and punch you in the face.
Okay. Where did this dog come from? Did you open a spirit gate in the middle of the ICU?
floor. It came from the floor.
It came from
We
the
sunk
floor.
into the floor.
Okay. So you're telling me an spirits that are sometimes being brought in. Whatever. Okay. This is this.
Listen.
Yeah, what?
Listen, Doc. I've been in this world for about 6 days now. Floor puppy is all I know how to describe it as.
Okay. Just for the future. We're looking for bite wound. What kind of thing did this? If it's serrated on the other side. Information necessary to know for if I'm suturing her up. I need to worry about any sort of torn things underneath, if it's a clean bite, just that kind of stuff for the future.
Understood. Are you you're very familiar with curses then, right?
Yes.
All right. As they're dissipating,
You guys are on campus. This is on, if you look outside the window, it is part of the Spirit Gate University campus. It is the Health and Learning Center that is there.
If a defeated spirit is starting to dissipate, is there a way to get a trophy to flex on people?
It depends. If a spirit has possessed something, then it would. If it possesses and mutates something, then there would be a physical body left behind. But if it is just a pure spirit, normally not so much. Make me a investigation check.
Or
Don't worry about it. Okay. I'm gonna suture her up just right. Take care of her. You guys are free to go. I'll be releasing her later tonight.
Doc, can you take my cast off?
Oh yeah, sure. Goes over and he grabs like, I'll be right back. Actually, the wound wasn't as severe. Once you're sutured up, you should be pretty good to go. Did you guys need anything before? I'm getting the circular saw for the cast right now.
What's being served in the cafeteria today?
I think it's grilled cheese day.
They're Jello.
You guys hungry?
Oh yeah, there's always, it's like, it's okay, Jello. But yeah, there's Jello.
You guys hungry?
Flavor. Of course I'm.
I should say, of course you're hungry.
Yeah.
You guys want to grab a bite to eat then?
Yeah.
All right, Doc, let's saw away. My belly's speaking to me.
As the cast is taken off, Chloe, the cast for you is taken off as well. And Salem, you are stitched up. You are released out to the hospital. Random encounter. Chat, you are merciless for throwing an encounter at them in the hospital.
I thought 50 was supposed to be like on our level.
That was on your level.
You need a higher AC, bud.
That was a CR3 encounter.
We can go shopping.
All right. As you guys are discharged, you do pass the cafeteria. Take it from there.
Food time.
Food time.
Salem's just like kind of pissed that everyone's been acting so casual about this. She's almost died twice over the course of 24 hours. She's pissed.
Are you like visually pissed or like sulking? Like,
It's more like sulking.
so like we couldn't. Could I tell you're pissed?
I don't know. Can you?
Chloe can tell, and Chloe's gonna go look at Jello, and she's gonna bring you back a green Jello.
Good color.
I reluctantly take the Jello and start eating it.
Yeah.
I'm grabbing me some grilled cheese and some Jello. Because it sounds like a good combo. We'll have a grilled cheese and Jello sandwich.
Are you putting the Jello on the grilled cheese?
I'm gonna like try to open the grilled cheese and put the Jello in there.
What color Jello?
Orange.
Okay.
Got to match the cheese.
Of course. I'm getting blue Jello for myself.
Beautiful.
So Salem,
What?
You're clearly not happy with how Chloe and I have handled the past couple of cursed interactions.
Well, first, you run headlong into a fight that we are specifically told not to run headlong into and get yourselves killed.
This same teacher on day 1 told me to punch him, though, so he's a little insane.
Is he insane or is he trying to teach us something and you're not listening?
I am being a useful student. You can't learn without fucking up.
I was just gonna say you learn nothing from always succeeding.
This is also true, but
I was
if you
taught that.
constantly put yourself in a situation where you're going to die,
how would you like us to handle this in the future?
I don't know, maybe listen to the people who have been doing this for years.
All right. 10 minutes ago, there was no one there instructing me, yet you're still pissed off at this interaction. Who the fuck am I supposed to listen to in that scenario?
The vibes.
Now, how would you like us to handle this in the future? What are your strengths?
I
Your
don't know
weaknesses?
because I've learned nothing so far. Other than my teammates seem to want to constantly kill each other.
Not each other.
Things
Chloe,
together.
do you want to kill me?
Nah.
I don't want to kill you either. I was just
Okay,
making
good.
sure we're on agreement.
Okay.
I just go back to my Jello.
I think we would have had that thing way faster if we had the chicks.
I agree.
Yeah.
Cheeseball could have done some fucking work.
Oh yeah.
He could be the designated distraction nugget. The DDN.
So you're willing to kill your chicks.
I didn't say he had to die. What if he's very elusive?
They wouldn't die.
You're underestimating his skills.
How's your Jello, Salem?
Fine.
I'm just trying to
Apple
change the
flavored? It looks apple
conversation.
flavored.
Yep.
Apple flavored? It looks apple flavored.
Or is it
Why
lime?
the fuck do you think green is apple flavored?
Green
I think
apple?
green should always
Definitely
be apple
lime.
flavor. Ooh.
Green Jello, always lime.
I prefer Granny Smith's the apples to lime.
So true.
See? You guys want to go shopping?
Or
Yeah.
We have an empty apartment, and we just got paid. Because we just got paid.
So yeah, Salem, you have an obscene amount of money comparatively to what you've had in the past. Chloe, this is the first time that you've had like more than a couple $100 in your bank account, I'm assuming. And Tav, you got money.
I just went from rags to riches. I'm like, hide the money, y'all! There's poor people around! It's a Dave Chappelle quote I thought.
All right. You guys have control here. Take what you got. You have to the rest of the day.
We need furniture.
I would like to find a curios and curiosities store or something along those lines.
What would be found like in a curios and curiosity store? What are you looking for
What
specifically?
the hell is that store?
It wouldn't be called curiosities if I knew.
Well, what are you looking
That's
for? Are you
fair.
looking for magic items? Or are you looking for just
I'm
random
just
crap?
browsing.
You want me? Okay, think about me for a second here. I have to create a random inventory of just random bullshit for you. Like
Yes.
what do you expect? Okay, you look over, you see a fucking Samsung screen. You go over, you see a car. You go over and you see a hospital bed, and then you look over and it's Ronald fucking McDonald. Like, what do you want from me?
That's my kind of store.
That's my kind of store.
It's called Kinks and Surprises.
You guys get to figure out which one Ronald McDonald is.
Oh god.
No.
Okay.
I'm looking for some magic items, Sir Kabe, sir.
All right. You have no clue where the fuck to get that.
Right, I'd agree.
Mhm.
Google.
Okay. You pull out your phone and you Google magic items.
Ooh.
So a store opens up that's like prop magic items that are used for like amateur magicians. So you have like a little fake thumb. There's like a little flower that pops out of a little stick.
I want to go there also.
Okay, yeah, you can go to a magic shop.
I'll pull a chicken out of a hat.
Is there anything you guys would
Murder
like to do
chickens,
before
though.
you leave?
That's the fun part of the magic trick.
It is the fun part. But they don't talk about. It's all the chickens
Yep.
that were lost along the way.
If we get Ronald McDonald, they can be his murderous chicken nuggets.
All right. What would you guys like to do? Anything you guys would like to do, talk about, continue doing stuff before leaving?
Salem wants to go to the garden center.
Before leaving the cafeteria. We'll make a plan to make a stop at the garden section of Home Depot. Okay.
I thought she just meant like the greenhouse that we were in previously.
I don't know what she means by garden center. I'm just assuming.
Chloe's in a bit of a panic.
Yeah, why are you panicking? What's going on? Let's explore that.
I left my frog at home
You
for
did?
3 days.
You did.
Ted,
Oh, no,
I'm
not
worried
Ted.
about Ted.
Yeah, so as you guys go outside, there is a guy who's sitting on one of the little benches right outside the main doors. He has this little almost like a cowboy hat on with
Yeah.
right, like a little leaf sticking out of it. He looks up and he has about mid-length brown hair, some stubble, and goes, he's wearing a nice little like pseudo vest kind of thing with like a nice little necklace medallion on it, some jeans. He goes, oh, hey. Sorry to interrupt. You are the first years, right?
The rider of the Hydra? Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. I'm Logan. I was sent to check up on you guys. I was doing a favor for Jason. How you guys doing?
Chloe does not have words. She just stares at him.
All right. Interactions are normally two-way streets. But,
Well, I've almost died twice in the past 24 hours, so I'm feeling pretty tired.
that would knock me out too. For sure. Okay. Obviously, you guys are tired. I'm going to leave you be. I'm going to be coming to grab you tomorrow morning for, do you guys need a day?
No, we can go back to class tomorrow. I can go back to class tomorrow. I'll let the others speak for themselves.
Salem, what do you think?
I'm fine.
Okay.
She's clearly not fine.
Clearly.
Well, you're an adult, and I'm going to trust that what you say is what you mean. So, I'll pick you up tomorrow. Be there around 9-ish at your place, okay?
Logan, one question for you before you leave.
Yeah, what's up?
Is there a library on campus? I don't have a map.
Yeah, there's a library.
Awesome. Where is it located? Just in relatively to
It's
you?
actually on the opposite side of the campus from the Health and Learning Center. It's a little bit far down. It's a little bit more on the northern end.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. So you guys want to check on the frog, go to a garden center, and go to a magic
shop.
hobby shop. We'll say that your apartment is on the way out. So you go in to check on Ted the frog.
Yes.
Frogs can go a couple of days without eating. You can see that his water is getting pretty low.
And dirty.
And dirty. Very dirty.
And there's frog poop in it. They do that. I know firsthand.
Well, I have a snake that poops in their water all the time.
Yeah. It's like his own little bidet. Anyway.
Frog bidet. Rebate.
For a day.
The rebate.
For a day.
Salem goes into her room and she's just like still like a little dejected, but not as much. So she's more like just determined to like figure out what the fuck she can do to be better.
Okay.
Because this nightmare that she had is still like pretty fresh in her memory, and she keeps getting pulled back there. So she pulls out this vial
Mm-hmm.
that she picked up And she's like tossing it around in her hands, like kind of like feeling it, like trying to see if she gets like any sort of any like vibe from it. Can I make an Arcana check?
Yes, you can. I remember, Chloe, you do still have that random quarterstaff that you found.
Ooh,
that
that's a
you know
16.
that just doesn't really. You don't know what it does. With
That's
the
a 16.
16, you notice that the fluid in certain sections seems to like certain pockets of it like blink in and out of existence. It like pops in there, but it still like holds for a second, and as the fluid like goes to fill in that pocket, it comes back in. So it's like the fluid itself is moving around.
Okay. I walk over to my little plant that I brought from home. That's just like always been with me and survived through everything.
What kind of plant is it?
So it is this very cute, very adorable. It's a silver pothos. So it's like one of those really like viney plants, but the leaves are green and they have like little silvery like patches on it.
So we have a silver pothos.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It looks like a shrub.
Yeah.
Cool. So like vine. Got it. Yes.
Yes. So she walks over to it and she pulls out her alchemy tools and she takes like a little like dropper and she just pulls like a little dropper out and puts a little like drop in the soil for the plant and is like, I'll see what happens when I come back.
Okay.
And she's ready to go do the other things.
Very good. Davi, you do anything back home?
Yes, I'm checking on Cheeseball and the dwarves.
Cheeseball. Was it also Greg?
No, Cheeseball, and then they're all named after a 7 dwarf.
But there is one named Greg that was given to us
Oh yeah.
by DMGP.
Yep.
Darius, I'm a warlock.
Let people figure it out.
I'm sorry. He was wrong, though.
It's okay. Mage isn't even a class. It's a general term for spellcaster. Anyway, you go and check on the chicks, and you know you left some feed out, but it's getting pretty low. That's basically it. What are you attempting to do here?
No, I'm just making sure they're all alive and
Yeah,
stuff.
they're doing great. They're chirping around. They're low on feet, but other than that, they're okay.
I'm gonna fill their feedback up. I'm trying not to make a song about them right now. I want to be like Cheeseball and the dwarfs. Cheeseball, Cheeseball,
And Greg.
Cheeseball and the dwarfs.
And Greg.
And Greg.
They seem to be doing okay. I don't know what else you guys want from me here.
Chloe, when we get back to the apartment, absolutely fucking bolts up the stairs to her empty ass room that Ted is in.
Mm-hmm.
And she runs up to his little terrarium and she's like looking around for him, and she sees that he's like buried in his dirt. But he's still like, he's hanging out. He's vibing and thriving and just living his best life.
He actually sees you, gets a little bit excited, and like hops up onto like a rock and like stares up at you. I don't know how frogs express like happiness really. So this would just be
It's cricket or nothing up here.
there is nothing other than, is that food or not food?
Yeah.
Sweet. Perfect.
But we don't need to do that.
All right. Anything you guys would like to do in the apartment before you head on out to the garden center is where we'll go to first.
Are there still magic donuts in my room, or did they go away?
Did you clean them up?
No.
And they're still there.
I'm going to take a donut from the floor and eat it.
Didn't you say they were like horrible donuts?
Oh, yeah. But
Yeah,
your
they're,
girl,
like 4 days old now.
that
Yeah.
Jello only did so much.
Yeah.
So you grab a
A
stale
3-day-old donut
like-
that's just on the floor.
carrot
some
cake
carbs.
topped with like waffle bits donut that you like just pick up off the ground, and it's like it crumbles a little bit when you grab it, but you don't care. You just bite into
No.
it.
Frosting turning
Nothing
a
like
little green.
how sawdust tastes.
Yeah, it's like fresh renovation taste.
Yes.
Where it's just like the paint is fresh, the cabinetry is fresh. Yeah, it's like lead and
The
wood mixed
donut's
together.
not fresh.
Yeah, it's not fresh. All right. Go ahead.
DM question.
Sure.
before we head out of the apartment, do we want to take a pee break real quick?
Yes.
Sure.
Since we're at about 2 hours.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Cool.
Then we will
Hell
be
yeah!
almost up already at 2 hours. What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we will be right back.
Cool. All right.
Gotta unmute that and that. Boom! Hello, everybody. Welcome back to more Spirit Gate. Thank you for allowing us to go on a little peer break. Now towards more Spirit Gate. As you guys are getting ready to head to the garden center, you're checking on what is Ted? I kept wanting to call him Henry, but that's your actual frog. There is a knock at the door. It's just like almost like a little. It's like if you weren't like actively paying attention, you would almost hear it. You'd almost miss it. Mm-hmm. So is anybody going to get the door, or are we just going to talk about the doors that we have? Okay. So who's grabbing it? You open it up, and there's probably this like 5'2", black hair down to about their shoulders, wearing a hoodie that shouldn't be, because it's unmuted. That's why we're not muted. We're not muted. Just you, Mike. Oversized hoodie. Goes down to about mid-thigh on them, with like this like anime tribal like cat design on it. And as they look up, you swear one of their eyes is actually like a cat's eye. And hi, you left this in the hospital, or sorry, the health and learning center. I was walking by and thought I'd bring it to you. And then she holds out this like rolled up piece of paper. It's like, they said that you left it in your room. You sure?
Can everybody hear me, Moog?
There we go.
and
I fixed
Basti?
it. Got it. You're set. This not.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So you walked up, you said hi. I gave you the description of the cat person. So yeah, this was left in your hotel room. Not hotel room, hospital room, sorry. Mixed up.
Thank you so much. I take the piece of paper for... What's your name by chance? I apologize.
Oh, the name's Maz.
Pleasure to meet you, Maz.
Nice to meet you too. I gotta go. But are you first year?
I am a first year, and yourself?
Oh, second.
Second. Gotcha.
Chloe's gonna come down the stairs and come to the door.
Yeah, you hear.
Salem was just like kind of standing in the kitchen, just kind of like listening.
Does Chloe still have a donut?
You're damn right, Chloe has that donut still. She's
hanging
still
out of the
chewing
mouth.
on it.
So you see the, to you, taller girl with the oversized sweatshirt on. Her actual like hoodie has like these small like little cat ears on the sides.
Adorable.
So, yeah, sorry. They found that in your hospital room, and they didn't know who it belonged to. But luckily, all three of you live in the same place.
Luckily, we all live in the same place. Thank you.
Yeah.
Chloe's gonna peep her head on the other side of the door with a mouthful of donut and just kind of nod at her, like that, like, hey.
She just goes, hey.
Be seeing you as I start to close the door.
All right.
And I unroll the paper. What's the paper say?
Roll me Arcana.
As he's like checking, Salem walks up to
14.
see like what's that happening with this paper.
So you close the door. Again, with a 14, you know that it is a spell scroll, but you do not know what spell it is. As this was the thing that you did not notice inside of a hospital, but it is a modern hospital, and they would track you down if you left your things there.
Do either of you two speak this?
You guys would
What
like
language
to...
is it?
It's...
Great question.
Roll me an intelligence check.
17.
So you would know that certain books that you have read have described like a runic language that allows people to imbue energy into it. This is that.
Okay.
It's rune.
Okay. Well, I can't read it, but I can tell you that it's runes.
If you'd like to roll an Arcana check to see what it is, you can do that.
Also a 17.
Okay. With a 17, roll me a d12.
Where's my D12? There it is. 3.
With a 3, you would recognize that it is a scroll of spider climb.
Okay.
So the way scrolls work, usually it's like, depending on the level, you're going to roll Arcana to see if you can bypass that. So this would be like a 12 use, or if it's just, if you're proficient in it, then it's a one-time use. If you like, so for Salem, it'd be just casting, uses it, you're done, you're fine. Tav, use it, done, fine. Chloe, you're going to have to roll to see if you can even read the thing to activate it. But it's basically a free spell cast.
What's it
yeah.
say?
So apparently, it's a spell that allows you to use spider climb. You can walk up walls.
Yes, I'm aware of what spider climb is. I just couldn't read it. Whose is it? They said it was in our room, meaning it's someone's. Does anyone claim ownership of it?
I'm
Definitely
assuming it
not
probably
mine.
dropped off those dogs.
Does anyone want it?
I'm
Well,
good.
we're the only two who can cast spells here.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah! Dude, you literally read my mind. That's not a character, but I was about to say rock, paper, scissors. Kai, do you want to count us off so we both have the delay?
We're gonna
So,
do rock,
on go,
paper, scissors.
on go.
Shoot or go, yeah.
So 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh.
The
I'm sorry,
delays.
I thought you were going to do
It-
rock,
it
paper,
doesn't-
scissors,
okay.
shoot.
Rock, paper,
Rock,
scissors, go.
paper, scissors, shoot. All right, Salem gets it. All right, so you can add a scroll of spider climb. Spirit inventory.
Sweet.
All right, ladies and gents, unless you guys have any need of me, I have some errands I'm gonna run. Does anyone want to run them with me, or I could just go do them by myself? I'm gonna stop
go
by the
with you.
library. I'm gonna stop by the library, and then I'm just gonna do some general shopping because I feel like.
I'll go with you if you'll stop at the garden center with me.
Sure, we can go to the garden.
I'll come with.
Let's go.
All right, so you guys make your way out, crossing through campus, seeing a bunch of different sentinels in training, people that are watchers, or those who are not capable of fighting but are able to see and experience the worlds of Spirit Gate themselves. You make your way through town, and towards the edge of the college on the north, so if you're like north and east side, northwest side, you're able to find the library.
Whereabouts would we find a greenhouse that we could stop by before or after, depending on location?
So the greenhouse is on the southern side of the campus.
I'm okay to just wander and see what we find.
But
We don't have anywhere to be today, right? Like we're
no.
This
But I
is
have
a, this is
specific
a
chores
up
I'm
to you
trying to
guys.
do.
You guys have the rest of the day off. Finalize your recovery. You know that Logan is going to be finding you tomorrow morning.
So we don't have anywhere we have to be. However, I'm trying to get some stuff done. Which is, if you guys
let's
want
do
to wander,
your stuff first because I will be in the garden center for a long time.
what if I'm in my location a long time and we run out of hours?
Well, I at least know what I want, but if I get there early, I will stay as long as I can.
It is about 6 o'clock at night.
We have to be up early too.
So the library is open until 9 o'clock. The greenhouse is open until around 8.
So
Let's make a deal. No longer than 30 minutes in each establishment.
I can do that. I'm just gonna check the book out then. Let's go.
Okay.
All right. So
Yeah,
Salem, what
to
are you
the
doing in the
library.
greenhouse?
So my whole plan is I'm still feeling like a little dejected because I've almost died twice in 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like trying to find something that will make her feel more at home. So she's looking for like seeds to help build like a little herb garden and start growing some vegetables in their backyard.
Okay. When you go there, you do see that same woman from the previous day, the one who had aided you in your druidic
Willow?
efforts. Willow. She's kind of over there just kind of pruning something, goes up. Oh, hey,
wait.
how you doing? Gives a little wave.
I'm okay. How are you?
Well, I'm doing mighty fine. What brings you
Any
Are
here?
you like okay?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you did get thrown through a wall.
Oh, honey, that is just like a Tuesday.
Any more giant
Okay.
apes?
None since y'all took care of that one.
Could you possibly help me find some plants that I'm specifically looking for? Or seeds?
Sure. What kinds are you looking for?
Well, I'm looking for some basil, parsley, and cilantro, as well as some tomato and zucchini plants.
Okay, so we won't have many of those things. The basil we do have, but yeah, the vegetables themselves, you're probably just gonna have to go to like a store of some kind.
But what if I want to grow them myself?
And you could probably find like a Lowe's or like a Home Depot, maybe some, there's one in town that could, there's a garden center there. They got a bunch of seeds. I mean, this is a greenhouse for like the students and such. I don't have just like a bunch of, I have some basil seeds, but that's just about it.
Okay, see, we lost communication here, I think.
You said I'm looking for a greenhouse on campus. It's the greenhouse
I said
on
a
campus.
garden center.
We haven't
When
left
we
the
were
campus
going
yet.
shopping.
I said we're gonna go from
Okay.
here to there.
Willow?
Can
Yeah.
you tell me the name of the garden center in town?
Home Depot.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
If one were wanting to make hemp rope, would you have the hemp that I could start growing in quantities at home?
And, like, again, this ain't really like, this is a place for students to come and bring the plant. I mean, you can go and get it for sure.
Okay. I was just checking.
Yeah, totally okay.
Because clearly there's plants already in here. I was just wondering if you already had some.
Some of these are student projects. They come in here, they don't have like plots that they can do themselves, so that's fine.
Understood. Sam, do you need anything else, or can we go to the library now?
We can go to the library.
All right, so you guys make your way across campus, get to the northern section, and you're at the library. Yep.
Let's go read some books. Let's go read some books. Let's go read some books.
What are you looking for?
I wonder what's in them.
I'm walking straight up to the front desk and like ringing the bell 3 fucking times. Like bing, bing, bing.
You look up at the librarian who is next to the fucking oh god, bell. Thank you. Words.
Welcome.
I wanted to call it like a ringer, a ring, a doorbell. I don't know
ring.
why.
A ringer.
Yeah, it would have been fine. So you go up to this front desk, and there's just a person behind there. It's this an older lady. Can I help you?
Yes. So recently I've joined the school and I'm looking to gather more information on what lies ahead.
Mhm.
So to find out what lies ahead, I'm looking at my past as well. And so I've been jotting down some notes on some of the things that I've seen and faced. And I would like to see if there's any existing notes on them. Do you have like a bestiary or something that I can use for a reference to see what I have?
Did you end your sentence? Sorry.
Yeah, I don't exactly know what I'm looking for.
Well, we do have a couple of books on cursed spirits, on different detailed adventures of certain folk. I mean, yeah, we do have books like that.
Which section would they be?
Points you over into like, guides you over through the library, takes you into a little bestiary section of just like, so this is going to have, this book specifically is the tale of this one adventurer who went through into this one innate domain and was able to experience a couple of different spirits along their way. Here's tales of, and then just different books of different people doing different things. Is there a specific type are you looking for? It's kind of random on what you would find. I would say that if you were looking for like a book on aberrations, monstrosities, fae, fiend.
I would like a book on monstrosities and fae because it sounds interesting.
Okay.
Am I allowed to check them out and take them home? Is this like a traditional library, or is it some weird cursed library where none of the books are supposed to leave the premises?
So unfortunately, if you try to leave the library with a book in hand, you explode.
Do I really?
Roll insight.
Three.
You wholeheartedly believe her.
What if, madame, what if, and I postulate this question to you.
She gets this big smile on her faces. Mm-hmm.
What if I have one of my friends here hold the door open and I like toss the book out so I don't have to carry it out?
Explode.
Oh, okay. Is there any way, other than me sitting here at great lengths jotting down notes from a book?
While this conversation is happening, Salem's just like looking at books on plants and like starting to like put one in her bag.
Like goes to the side. Like you're in a completely different section of these people are.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll me sleight of hand. And the librarian looks at you. What'd you get? What'd you get?
One?
Okay. So this is how this happens. You go to put the book inside a bag as you turn around and there's like an old guy who's just like, are you planning on checking out that book? And you are so startled, you jump back and make me an acrobatics check. Or a dexterity saving throw, we'll say.
Oh, nat 20!
You jump back, slam into one of the, I keep wanting to call them stanchions.
Bookshelves.
Bookshelves, thank you.
Got you.
Slam into one of the bookshelves and it starts to teeter back and forth like it's going to fall over. And luckily you're able to like calm it before it falls over. We'll jump back to Tom for a sec. You know, I am just messing with you on the books. You can take them out. That's totally
Okay,
fine.
good.
You
I was
just have
going to
to...
put them in Chloe's bag otherwise.
Oh, that would be a terrible idea to do. Yeah, just come up to the front. I'll just get your student number written down and we'll be all set.
And if one student were to not know their student number.
Do you have a card that was given to you for your IDs? You're very new, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say, were we given cards?
Well, they should be coming to you soon. We can look up your name. This is a very modern system.
Okay, good.
Yeah, nothing to worry about. Goes, looks you up. As this is happening, so there's an old man talking to someone. Are you looking at some plants?
I am.
What is
I'm
that?
making like very intense eye contact with him. Like, yes, I am looking for some books on plants because I would like to start my own garden in our backyard.
Very nice. You are going to check out that book, right?
Yes, I'm just using my bag to hold on to them.
Okay. Kind of writes his back and starts walking away. So
Okay.
you're both able to check out the books, no problem. You have a herbology 101 style of like, some of it is like a mixture of like mixing energy with plants, and some of it is like basic horticulture along that. Tom, you have a Fables of Fae and Meticulous Monstrosities, the two books that you were able to. And they're both like diagrams of what people have seen and descriptions of what they had done in their encounters.
In the middle of checking out a book, I recall is like, I know this sounds really far fucking fetched. Is there any way you also have a book on raising livestock?
Um, unfortunately, that one was just checked out.
Understandable. It's a
Do
very
I
popular growing
hear this
trend among
conversation?
diversity.
If you are walking up to the counter, for sure.
That was my plan, was to be walking up.
Then you're there.
I kind of like pat Top on the back. Don't worry, I got you.
Bark, bark.
Bark, bark.
So you check the books out and you guys leave. Where are you headed to end the night?
Chloe's still in there.
Chloe's still inside. What is Chloe doing?
Chloe's looking at romance novels.
To pee or not to pee? That is the question.
So you're kind of going around and you see this one book that is like The Curse Is Us, and it's got like two people who are like looking away from each other on the novel.
Yep.
Like there's one that's like The Spirits Within, and they're like holding each other, and it's like a trilogy. And then the last one is like The Outward Motion, and they're like getting married or something like that. There's a little trilogy there. And there's like just a slew of other ones, all under. There's some in fiction, some in nonfiction, but you had to get through like a beaded curtain to get into the back, kind of thing.
Oh yeah, there's some naughty books back there.
Smut?
Yeah, right up
The
Chloe's
lusty
alley.
Argonian maid.
What is there a particular romance book that you are looking for? Any particular
Chloe's-
protagonist?
Chloe's
Like if this
looking-
was like a tags section for like fan fiction, right? What's that fan fiction website that everybody uses?
Which
H.P.
one?
Lovecraft.
Yeah, H.P. Lovecraft. Exactly. Cthulhu.
I fucked
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu good.
Fucking knew someone would tell me. Okay. So wait, what kind of romance novel?
A really cliche, cheesy one.
Perfect.
Yep.
So you want
notice
Vampire
one-
Diaries.
You notice one that is like a man with a flowing blouse
I'm
riding
in.
bareback on a gray stallion on a beach with
Stallion
a
on a
goth
stallion.
Lolita vampire girl on the back with a parasol like off to the side. And he is very
Hot.
classic. I was a sailor and I sailed the seas, and she's like a goth Lolita vampire.
I'm in.
Beautiful.
Sailor My Moon.
Chloe's gonna grab the book.
It's called
Tuxedo Mask. Who?
Sail by Night is what we'll call it.
Sail by Night. She's kind of hiding it because she doesn't want anybody to see it.
Mhm.
And she's gonna walk up to the counter and she's gonna kind of like slyly put it on the counter.
So roll sleight of hand.
Two.
So as you're walking, you think you have it held, but then like you go to turn a corner and you drop it, and you pick up the book and you look up, and there's the old man that was talking to Salem just and just kind of turns and walks away.
Chloe's cheeks turn very red, and she picks it up and kind of just throws it on the counter.
The woman who's behind the counter that helped out Top kind of looks at it, just pats it on top, goes, "This is a good one." Kind of goes back and starts like looking up your number and gives it to you. It's like, "All right, just bring it back in a week."
Do you need to check out one of our rentable boyfriends as well?
Oh my God, no.
Do you have those?
The dark web exists for many things.
Pulls out a used pool stick.
Oh no!
I see why.
Sorry. Stop.
Oh boy!
I'm just gonna pretend like I was still distracted by Pippin.
There was a stray cat out front that Salem was just kind of like putzing with.
Perfect.
So you guys all
Uh,
make your way outside of the library, books in hand.
No, I shoved mine in my jacket.
Right. It's actually
Shoved it.
like small enough. It's like a small, thick one, so it's able to
Yes.
like go into like a jacket pocket.
Perfect.
Got you.
Really?
So, last place you're going for the night.
Oh, I fucked a pool stick.
I still need to go to like the Home Depot.
All right.
Oh,
we can
yeah,
do
we
this,
can do that.
We can do this quickly. Roll me a
I know
d20.
exactly what I'm going in for.
Roll me a d20.
Okay. 15.
Okay. Let's see what the cost of seeds are at the Home Depot.
Seeds, like $2 a packet. They're fucking dirty.
They're super
Cool.
cheap.
We can get
They're
like
super
25
cheap.
flower seed packets for $10. So,
Where
we'll
at Home Depot,
say,
you said?
what are you looking for? Just seeds?
Well, so specifically basil, cilantro, parsley,
Okay.
tomatoes, and zucchini. Hey!
Okay. So we'll say
Sorry.
all of that together costs around $10.
Okay.
We're at Home Depot, you said?
Yeah.
Home Depot, they have a chicken coop for $2.50 and I'd like to purchase.
So you buy everything necessary to make a little chicken coop for your backyard.
No, they just sell pre-made chicken coops.
They really do.
Is it
Actually,
like,
that
is it
a
kind of like
thing.
IKEA-ified where it's just stuff you slot together, or is it like just a full box?
I'm gonna make the barbarian carry it. It's okay.
I got you.
All right. So Chloe's now carrying a coop. You guys
Pack
got
mule.
your
Floor
packets
model.
of seeds walking down. And the last place would be the magic shop. What are you looking for at this magic shop?
Oh, we don't.
And
have to
Chloe's
go to
still
magic
holding
shop.
this coop, by the way.
Ozoboborium is what you find.
I'm looking for a top hat.
Roll me a d20. Let's see if he has a top hat.
Can we assist him in looking for this top hat?
Fortunately, no.
Investigation or anything, or just a D20?
This is a d20 to see what kind of inventory they have.
10.
You walk inside, and there's a big old man behind the counter who's going, "Oh, yes, welcome to Ozoboborium. It's a pleasure to see you. Oh, a top hat, you say? Unfortunately, we just lost our last one."
I don't like your voice and that you're called Vaporium because you just remind me of Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium, and he
He's part
sounds
of my
very
coven.
much
Oh,
like
what a wonderful person.
I see the guy with the top hat walking down the street.
You do. There's a man maybe 2 or 3 blocks away with a top hat.
I want to yell at him.
You do so.
Hey, asshole!
Roll an intimidation check,
Okay.
because this is going to be...
18.
He stops.
Oh, wait. 17 because charisma's -1.
While she's yelling at him, can I use Mask of the Wild to like hide in the shadows?
Yeah, so you're able to just go dip to the side.
I want to point out
Stealth?
I still have this chicken coop in my arms.
Yeah, so
As
you-
I'm yelling,
this
hey,
guy-
asshole!
Yeah, and I'm
You
walking like
scream.
up to this guy while she's yelling at him because her arms are full.
So you scream, and he like has a pauses, turns around, and sees you. So yeah,
How much for that top hat?
I just got this top
I-
hat.
How
Wanna try
much?
to grab the top hat off his head.
Roll sleight of hand as you guys
No,
attempt to steal from this common citizen.
No.
Just a menace.
Hate me, that's a dirty 20.
So you just walk up and steal. He's like, I just got that hat. Why are you guys doing this?
I agree. Why are we doing this?
My friend really needs it.
Not that bad.
Here, we should give him some money. Give him some money to replace it.
Why, it costs like $120.
I give him 300.
I can wait till Thursday for another hat. Thank you. Money seems to have solved all problems.
Bingo!
Okay.
Money solves all of our problems. Good to
But
know.
you
Okay.
can't call the cops on us.
I mean, I wasn't. I was just very confused. You could have just asked for the. I would have sold you the hat for 300. That's like twice, almost 3 times what I paid for it. So thank you. He kind of takes the money and starts like walking away. So you now have a top hat with a false top that you can store something inside.
I yell and say sorry to the guy.
I
'Cause I did
slow
call him an
turn
asshole.
towards
I'm very
this-
confused by this entire interaction. As he starts to go and turns around a corner.
I would
secret
wait. Can I use Druid Crab
pocket.
to just cast like a little puff of wind that blows across his face?
Okay.
Is
Secret
that a
pocket
fan check?
top hat.
He's bullying strangers.
Stranger. I need a name for the stranger, chat.
Another dirty 20.
No.
Okay. I need a name for the
Steve.
stranger. Steve. Okay.
Furious says Steve.
Steve goes and starts walking away, and you poof make a puff of air that shoots over. The debris from the ground gets picked up, and he gets like this, like, ah, shit. He gets like dust in his eyes, and he like falls off. Wait. He falls off the side of the sidewalk as a semi truck.
Did Steve die?
Steve rolled a nat 1.
I rushed to save Steve.
Steve! No!
You turn the corner, and Steve is just like on the ground, money
Mangled.
splayed out, head partially caved in, and you see the front of the semi truck has like a Steve-shaped dent in it. And you see the truck driver furiously on the phone, like, oh no, I don't know what happened. He just kind of fell over. It's just
Chloe just kind of looks over at Salem.
I hope you're happy.
Not at all what I meant to do.
Hey, Tav,
Is he still? Is there a pulse?
your money.
Is there a pulse on Steve?
roll a medicine check.
Oh, I'm proficient in it. 23.
Hey!
Wait. Are you telling us that there is still a pulse?
I have not said anything. And assuredly, no.
Damn it.
No! Steve!
Okay.
I rolled a 1 and a
Salem.
2.
Salem. Bad Salem. Does he have anything else on him?
I don't know, let's check.
Make an investigation
God.
check.
You're just gonna loot the dead body?
You got a nat 20.
14.
So he had the $300 that you gave him. He had
Yes.
an additional like 1,100 in a wallet. He had a nice watch. It was probably worth like 125.
My dog is looking at me in absolute
There's
disgust.
there's a photo of a really pretty chinchilla in his wallet.
Does he have an ID in his wallet?
He does.
I know his address. I know where the chinchilla is.
Are you gonna kill this man and steal his chinchilla?
I did not.
He
kill the
didn't
man.
kill him. He
Someone
didn't.
has to take care of the chinchilla now. We
Oh,
have to help it go
true.
to a good home.
Shut up, murderer. I am
I
just.
didn't mean to.
I am just trying to fix this person's fuck up.
I didn't fuck up. I cast it in the wrong order. My intelligence is not high.
I'm gonna take the wallet and my money back.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at the 1100 and look at Salem and go, wanna split it?
I'm gonna need you guys to like make a check of some kind because the truckers now. Hey, what are you guys doing with the body?
Oh, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Are you guys like CPR certified? Is he okay?
Should we
I
roll
am
He is
CPI
definitely
certified.
not okay.
Okay, so Salem says he's not okay. Tav says that he is okay and that you are
No,
certified.
I am certified. I didn't say
Okay,
it was
roll
okay.
deception.
Deception.
I
Oh,
want
the
Chloe to
charisma
go up to the
boy.
truck driver and start to
19.
try and intimidate him and ask him what he did.
Okay, so paint this picture for me. Let's get this started.
Chloe wants to stomp up next to the truck and kind of knock on the window and just say,
Yeah.
"What the hell did you do? Do you know this guy?"
and you see a man who is in there who is just like, he is like shocked. He just killed a man.
Yeah.
And he is in shock, like on the phone with 911. Like, I don't know how, but he's just kind of like jumped out of the road. Like, I just turned a corner and like he just like moved into my car. He seems panicky.
Likely story.
Why, you think I did this on purpose?
I don't think you did on purpose, but I saw what happened.
Roll intimidation.
6. Oh wait, 5 because charisma.
Look, are you guys doing it? Can you? So, what did you roll for your deception?
19.
If you're certified, can you help him?
I'm working on it. Give me space. I can't work under pressure. I'm sorry. It's just something I can't do.
Give
Okay,
him space.
He gives you the space. He moves back. He's like, yeah, we got a couple people here. One says they're CPR certified. He's going to take a look at them. I don't know what to do. Just say, here, I'm on the corner of 5th and Broadway. Like, starts giving the information to the 911 operator. What are you doing?
I'm taking my 300 back. I can leave his wallet, I guess.
All right,
He's
make a sleight
just
of hand
staring into this guy's soul. Like, just staring at him.
You are having a moment.
Yep.
Salem?
I'm very sleight of handy at a 16.
Okay. You feel like nobody has seen you. What's Salem doing?
Salem is just like kind of like looking at the truck driver, just like kind of like backing Chloe up, trying to act tough. Keyword here is trying.
I'm gonna approach and join them. I'm like, he's not alive, sadly, but like I'm gonna start asking you questions you need to be thinking about because the cops are gonna ask you this.
Follow.
Are you inebriated?
Roll me insight. Let's see. Is this guy on something?
10.
You roll a 10, and he seems meh. He doesn't seem like he's on nothing, but if Salem and Chloe, if you guys would like to roll like either insight or perception into this guy, into this random truck driver. What I had planned for today's episode and what is going on right now are very different things.
So I got a dirty 20.
I have 11.
Perception is +5.
11 and a dirty 20. You see that he has like shot blood vessels in his eyes and his pupils are a little dilated.
What
He's
have
a
you been
trucker.
drinking?
He's a trucker.
John, buddy.
I got some tea from the last gas station. I'm a sweet tea fiend. I like
What?
So there's a lot of caffeine in tea.
Yeah, some would say just as much as coffee.
Yeah.
You know?
Have you been sniffing anything different?
Do you
Like-
think anyone might have slipped anything into that there sweet tea?
I don't.
It was
I
a
mean,
truck stop you stopped at.
yeah, the Quickie Mart. I don't know what else. It's just Quickie Mart sweet tea.
Well, where I'm from, a Quickie Mart also carries a lot of alcohol. You sure it wasn't a twisted tea?
I'm very positive it wasn't a twisted tea. Roll me nature or medicine.
I'm gonna do medicine because it's higher,
'Cause
and that
I
gives
feel
me
like
a 17.
The description of the narcotic that I was describing was not with dilated pupils and red burst blood vessels in the eyes. That is very common symptoms of methamphetamine use.
Meth.
Dude,
Yeah,
can I say something like just outside of character?
sure.
So I grew up in a town that is literally like known for meth, and we did have a Quickie Mart that meth was sold behind.
We have a
To
meth
be-
problem in the peg too.
To be fair, she lives in the second highest state for meth arrest.
I do.
Which is also really funny
What?
because as somebody who was just in Indianapolis, they were saying it's the racing capital of the world or something like that. And
Yes.
of course, people on meth want to go fast. So
There's only one state that beats it in meth arrest, and that's Tennessee.
And that's
at
only
that.
6 hours away from me.
hey, not if you're on meth.
I gotta get out.
All right.
Anyways.
So what are you guys doing? You got your 300 back, Tav.
How
You
far-
see that
how
this
far
guy
out
has
are
a
the
thick
cops?
wallet, Chloe. The guy, there's a trucker, is like wary of you now that you're calling out his sobriety.
How far away are the cops?
You start to hear. Roll me perception.
No, I'm asking him. He's on the phone with them.
How far out are you guys? And you hear. Yeah, it seems like they got somebody who's about 5 minutes away.
All right. Yeah.
So there's somebody 5 minutes away and you're fucked up.
I don't know why you're attacking me. Like I did not. This had nothing to do with my state. This dude jumped out into the middle
You
of
know
the
they're
fucking
gonna do a
street.
blood test, right?
I mean,
She's
like
not wrong.
You murdered him.
I did not murder him.
okay?
He killed himself on me. Okay, like I don't know what's going.
Spoke to this dude. I just bought this hat off him.
What
Why
are you-
would he just
He
walk
did.
out into the middle of the road?
He jumped.
He didn't.
What?
say
What are you
so.
guys
do
attempt?
this
You guys are just
first.
berating this man. What are you attempting to do with this?
Make him take all of the blame.
Yes.
I'm making him feel guilty for the sins that he has committed.
That Salem committed.
Didn't mean to.
That's
Wait,
it.
Maybe you
rough
should
day
have just
for
cast
Steve.
magic at random people in the middle of a city.
Poor Steve.
Poor Steve. The top hat
Supposed to be
amateur
like a little
magician,
light,
Steve.
Like puff of wind. It's not supposed to be anything.
He
that
was an
big.
amateur magician who had a chinchilla. All right, his life was perfect.
Once I had his wallet, could I have
That
read his
chinchilla needs a
address off
home.
of his?
Yeah, you can.
All right, cool. So I just memorized his address and I put his wallet back. So and then
Okay.
you have a good day, sir trucker. You have fun with those caps. I don't know why I'm trying to do a Boston accent. It's not succeeding.
Hey, like, if you guys can stick around until the ambulance gets here, so that like you could tell him what you saw, because you saw it, right? He like jumped out into the street.
Yeah, I got. We got you. I understand.
Okay. Is he doing okay? Do you need to be like,
No.
why are you checking his wallet?
To see if he was an organ donor. It's just force of habit. I'm
We
sorry.
needed
Contact
to check his
information.
identity.
Okay, so identity,
who he
contact
is.
information, organ donors. Oh, he real dead, isn't he?
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
Oh, and he starts like heaving a little.
mangled.
You see him like go and like bend over and like put his hands on his knees, and you hear like a. Oh, it's just the contemplation and the acknowledgement of
Don't.
everything.
Do it. Don't throw up.
I just might do it.
Don't.
You're not
Oh,
allowed
I just
to.
might do it. Oh,
Don't.
I just might do it.
If he pukes,
He totally
I
pukes.
puke.
He totally pukes.
Okay, I need to roll as well.
That is a nat 1 puke. That is projectile all over the side of his semi truck. As he's like, oh god, oh I killed the man. Oh god, it's like the meth plus the murder
Salem's
is
just,
not
like,
doing well.
Standing there, dumbstruck, like looking at him, like.
Chloe is a contagious puker.
Go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw. Roll above a 10.
15.
You feel it like bubble up into the back of your throat, but you're able to like stifle it down. You're in the open
Perfect.
air. There's a little bit of wind, so it carries the scent away.
Tasty.
Chloe just has to turn away. She can't look at it.
Beautiful.
It tastes delicious.
So while he's puking, other people have like started gathering and watching now as like this is in the middle of a city. So
Donuts.
you start to hear the wow, wow, wow of ambulance off in the distance.
So, do we stay or?
I look for a police officer to report a crime that I have seen.
Okay, the police are on their way.
No, none in Ranger.
Not at this moment. It's still, this has only been like 2 minutes. Like the response time of cops is not like immediate.
They don't just teleport to you.
No, they don't. Contrary to popular
is this
belief, when you
world?
call 911, you still have to survive until they get there.
Fair.
I'm sort of just tapping my foot, waiting for a cop to show
Okay,
up.
then if you guys are waiting for cops, cops do show up with an ambulance. EMT's coming to take a look at him and kind of kneels down, takes a look at him, looks up at his buddy, kind of shakes his head. They kind of cover the body up. They start
Quick,
like,
he's an
you know,
organ donor.
okay. Were you the one who was on scene when it all happened? And you see like a cop start walking over.
I wasn't on scene. I was down the street when I saw this guy run him over.
Okay.
I think it was targeted though. Like
Chloe seems very on edge right now.
So for anybody in chat, $5 allows you to put in a name to name the next NPC, but we do need a name for this NPC. It's Steve.
Which one? The cop?
Yep. So for the cop, we could go with
Roger.
All right, Roger the
that.
cop.
Raja.
All right.
Roger that.
Why did we get really Brooklyn all of a sudden?
I don't know, but I'm feeling
It was
you
the
know?
trucker. It was the trucker. That was
The
my mistake.
goddamn trucker.
That was my mistake. So the cop comes up. Hey, so can you tell me what happened? Do you give him a full report? Or do you lie to him?
So we're walking down the street down there, and we hear this 18-wheeler. He's clearly driving way
Are
too
you
fucking
Middle
fast.
Eastern or from Boston? I really. It's a very
His
it's a
accent
very
has
curious
changed
accent.
like 5 times in the past 30 minutes, and
We
I'm so
were walking
confused.
down the street, and when we heard this 18-wheeler who was clearly driving way
Huh.
too fast.
Now you're some
from
kind
this
of Baltic state
metropolitan
folk.
area.
Like you must have had a very interesting childhood. So you were walking down the street and you see him. Okay, what happened?
He was clearly driving way too fast for the area. Like it's a metropolitan area.
And
Um,
I'm gonna write down
when-
your entire statement.
I hear a guy scream, and then I turn and look, and where Steve here was walking, I checked his ID. He's an organ donor. You guys should get him on ice.
Someone might need a kidney.
You never know. If it
Never know.
didn't rupture, get
Exactly.
then
Blunt
did-
force
When
trauma
Steve
does a
here-
lot to internal organs.
yeah.
when Steve cried out, and I turned, and there was no more Steve, dude.
Okay, so Steve got hit by an oncoming semi truck going above the recommended speed. Had enough time to yell out and died on impact. From what you
It seems that way.
It seems that way. When I checked for a pulse, there ain't no
okay,
pulse.
so there was no moving. He did not have any signs of life afterwards.
No.
Okay.
I think his middle finger twitched up at me once, but I mean,
This is
And
soul
can
saying,
I get
"Fuck
your
you."
information?
I
Also,
don't
roll me a
have any.
deception check. You don't have any identification on you.
Library card.
But I get to add modifiers to this. I mean, it's a nat 1, but with modifiers,
Okay.
it's 4.
Okay. I'm gonna need some sort of identification to be able to. Where do you live?
Do you know where Spirit Gate University is?
SGU? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm there. I don't have my wallet on me, sadly.
All right. Can I get your name?
Uh, can I whisper it to you?
Just tell me your full name.
Not everyone knows my full name. Can I talk?
Okay. Well, it's just like it's a name.
Can I write it down for you?
No, I would like to write it down. Please don't. Just say your name.
You're putting me in a bind here.
Just
Is it a
say your
bind
name.
to say your name? You're acting incredibly suspicious.
My name is Jeffrey Tavlock.
Jeffrey Tavlock. Like, oh, it's kind of like the politician.
Yeah, very much like the politician.
Okay, well, Jeffrey Tavlock, we'll be talking to you. We'll be in contact.
Okay, thank you. Dude, they saw it too, by the way.
Getting my statement from them too. Do you guys also roll a deception check? Do you guys corroborate their story?
I'm very on edge because authority makes me antsy.
Do we want to roll to see if Roger's a daddy?
Yes, we do.
Everybody's a daddy.
Chat, do I have advantage on this roll, or what are we doing? What are we doing here? What even is this? What is life?
Daddy. Cop.
Roger is the most anti-daddy
Okay, good.
Out of 3 for Daddy.
Oh.
He smells that
that's sad.
donut on your fucking breath.
Yeah.
Like,
Sawdust.
He
So-
has he is not looking the best. He's a little bit older, and the years of sitting
That's
in a cop
okay.
car just eating fast food on the go,
He's
keeping
got
the
like
life
a
of
Hank
beat
Hill
cop.
ass.
Yeah,
Got it.
but it's
Okay.
like you could,
completely flat.
Yeah, it concaves.
yeah, he's
Could
got
braid
he's
his
got
belly
quite a
button
bit of some love handles on the guy.
That's
So-
okay.
So
Not everyone's daddy material. It's all right.
not everybody can be
I
daddy.
got a 14
rolled
on
a-
deception, so I'm just like crying, and I'm like, I can't believe I witnessed this today. I don't
ma'am,
really
ma'am,
know
ma'am,
what.
ma'am, calm down, calm down. Just tell me what you saw bit by bit.
I was just walking down the street with my friends, and we were like going shopping to get stuff for our apartment, and then I just saw this truck hit this guy, and I heard him yell out, and I don't know.
Okay, you're walking down that street right there.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the cop's reaction to the chicken coop sitting there?
He turns to Chloe. Are you still carrying the chicken coop?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that's a good coop you got there.
Thanks. I'm carrying it for my friend.
Ah, I got 2 myself. I like to have fresh eggs every morning.
How many chickens you got?
Like 5.
You need 2 coops
Actually-
for 5 chickens.
I have 17 chickens.
That's a big jump.
Yeah. Well, I have to have a lot of them because I only eat the yolks.
17 chickens is enough for like a family of 10, by the way.
You only eat the yolks?
Yeah, it's the best part. It's all the nutrition. How do you think I get
Cholesterol
this amazing
must be getting
figure?
high.
See, it's not a dad bod, it's a father figure.
Exactly.
Exactly. He's got the best.
All right, this ain't about my
Father
eating
figure.
habits. What's Chloe, tell me everything.
I've rolled a 15.
And I'm gonna need what was your name, miss? Sorry, I did not ask for your information.
Salem?
Salem what?
Gallandai?
Salem Hyundai? What is
Gallandai.
Gallandai?
Yep.
Okay. Any relation to like that farming village? It's just like outside. It's just like a couple of Gallandais in my die.
Just a little bit.
Okay. Take some of your information. And you, miss, can I get your name, story? We can
My
say
story-
that if you corroborate everything that the other 2 have said. Very easy.
Same thing.
Roll me a deception check. Both Salem and Chloe.
1. But also charisma -1, so 0.
Okay, miss. Yeah, can you tell me what really happened?
I'll be
just
honest.
Try to really think. If you guys didn't see it, you didn't see it. But please try to not just make something up. People don't just scream out like they do in cartoons. Okay.
The last thing I saw of this Steve fellow is I wanted to purchase his hat off of him.
Okay.
So we
So
did that.
You had prior interactions with the deceased?
Yeah. Over there by that shop, the magic shop.
Okay. And what was the purpose of the conversation?
We wanted to buy his top hat.
Okay.
That was it.
Did this interaction go well?
Yeah, I would say so. We
Okay.
overpaid for the hat, so I think he was relatively happy.
So with the magic shop right there, why'd you try to ask for this guy's hat?
They were sold out, and I saw that he got the last one.
Okay, so there was a man
And we really
who had
wanted
something
that
that you
hat.
wanted,
Yes.
who is now dead,
Uh,
and you paid him for
it
it.
looks really bad.
Yes, it does look really bad
Well,
because there's a
look-
man
look
who
in
had
his
something
wallet.
that you wanted that is now in your possession, and that man is dead.
Yeah, but look in his wallet. Look, you'll see the money that we paid him for the hat.
You paid him $1,100 for the hat.
Yes.
Make a deception check. Make a really good deception check.
14.
Do you guys have inspiration?
She does. I think she does. If she hasn't used it.
I thought we were going to go to the mall today. There was going to be a whole thing, but no, you guys are purview to murder.
It was an accidental murder.
I
It's not my
condemn
fault.
the murdering.
So it was manslaughter. Okay.
Yeah.
With a 14, he goes, uh-huh. Okay. Miss, I'm going to need your information in place of, where do you stay?
The same place as these two.
Okay, so you live on campus at SGU?
Yes.
Okay. We'll be in contact.
Sounds good.
And, okay, what did you, you kid, the one who was touching the body, tell me everything you touched.
Well, just his wallet and his neck. I tried to see if there was a pulse.
Okay, touched nothing else?
No.
Are you sure about that? Think very carefully.
Wait. I have a towel pad here. No.
Okay, we'll be in touch.
The magic shop might have cameras. We did pay for the hat.
So specifically, he was a couple streets down. Like, you might be able to, and we'll see where this goes. Okay.
Are you about done here? I know it's a weird question.
Oh, don't worry. We can get through this this dead person's end of story. Like, there's a person on the ground dead here, and you're like, I gotta get back to my ice cream parlor. Like, what?
I don't want to walk back to campus where it's pretty late. There's clearly more people showing up, I'm assuming. Could you help us? We went through a traumatic experience. We watched a person die.
I'm gonna need you to calm the fuck down, sir.
You were being sassy with me. I'm just.
I need you to calm the fuck down.
Can
All right?
everyone just stop
shush.
yelling?
Stop talking. You. I need you to give me the information that I need, and then you're free to go. Are you sure that's the only place you touched him?
If you want me to show you on a doll, I could.
All right. I have story to do, and you're about to get fucking arrested.
For what? Exercising my First Amendment!
All right, turn around. Turn around.
And,
Turn around, put
and
your hands behind
prison
your back.
in 24 hours.
We're going to take you back for
Salem's died
questioning.
twice.
All right, you
Chloe's
see
just
another
waiting
cop
for the
is like
beds.
actually talking to the trucker who is also getting handcuffed. And it's like, all right. God damn it. He kind of takes you and leads you to his car, puts you in the back. Okay.
Do I have my phone on me?
You do have your phone on you.
I want to call Samuel.
Okay.
Any more questions for me?
Go ahead.
Hi,
Salem's just
I
standing there,
need
dumbstruck.
help.
Oh, yes, of course. What's going on?
The cops are here.
Do you have interest with the police?
Kind of.
Chloe, what's going on?
I yelled "Hey asshole" at this guy because I wanted his hat and we may have used magic and now he's dead, but it's not from us.
You
He
killed a
blew.
man.
No, I died. Let me explain. He was walking on the sidewalk and there's this guy in the semi truck and then the top hat man's named Steve, and then Steve like started falling off the sidewalk because of a gust of fart wind and. And a semi came, and now Steve is just almost mush on the ground, and I don't know what to do.
Shimmy, I'm not.
I'm going to need
shimmy
somebody to
anything.
clip that because that was a great recap of the last 45 minutes.
Sammy, I'm not Sammy anymore.
So-
Salem in the background is just like, it wasn't a fart.
All right. I am going to need you to stay there. Make sure the cop doesn't leave. I'll be there momentarily.
Thank you.
You know that Sam's place is like 5 minutes away from here. And the cops,
Damn right.
all right, so I'm going to be having to take your friend downtown.
Wait.
He was resisting questioning. He was getting in the way of an investigation. So
How was he resisting?
he was giving me a fucking attitude when I was asking questions and he was not answering the questions. So instead of letting him impede the investigation, we're going to take him downtown.
He's just mad I came from his mom's house.
You hear him screaming from the back of the cop car. Yeah. So
Please don't go anywhere.
Can we just?
So
can we
first
just
I have
wait,
to-
like 2 minutes.
okay, so first it's please leave, then it's don't leave, now it's stay here. What's going on?
I just want you to
just
stay here for a
concerned.
minute.
Roll
We're
persuasion.
just concerned for our friend.
20. Last nothing. 20.
All right. Is there something you need from
Still
me?
not 20.
I have a guardian coming.
Aren't you like, you seem a bit old to be like waiting on a guardian.
Yes, I am.
Are you like 27?
I am 22.
Sorry. I don't fucking know how to judge ages.
Apparently. Anyway,
So you guys,
he
go ahead.
he's on his way, and I'd appreciate it if he could chat with you.
So I think we said he has an Impala, like a really nice Chevy Impala.
Where'd you go together?
It's what everybody here voted on. So he arrives up, steps outside, and you guys see Samuel Cross step out of his car and would start walking towards the cops. And he goes, "Hey, sir, you can't." And he just puts up a hand and like turns it, and you see that like the eyes of the cop like kind of go like a little dazed. Walks over. Okay. Get in the car. Sorry about that. Get in the car. Get your friends. We're going to speak about this.
Chloe's gonna go to the back of the cop car and open it and grab Tav.
Chicken coop in one hand, Tav in the other. You drag
Yep.
Tav back to the Impala.
Yep.
Samuel you see him go and whisper a few words into the cop's ears. And he he takes out a piece of paper, rips it up, and starts writing down new notes. And
Salem sees Tav's hat fall off and she picks it up and she's just like,
I'm still
Following Chloe.
handcuffed. I'm still handcuffed, wiggling there, like, "More safe word, sir, watch yourselves!"
you see Sam go over to the other cop, do the same thing. Go over to the body, kind of like put his hand in as it like walks over it. You see this like almost glitter light start to like scan up the body, and then he walks back to you guys, gets in the car. All right, now, if anybody like to explain to me what all of this was about, as he starts driving away back to his home.
Can I be in the front seat?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I can explain. You guys just lost me my court case. I was gonna sue. I was never read Miranda rights. I was gonna sue the city and earn a lot of money, and you just took that away from me.
you would have gotten arrested for murder.
They had no evidence.
Okay, so it does seem as, in some way, that you were involved in the murder of a man.
I didn't mean to.
Okay. Didn't mean to. I'm so sorry, Judge. Please, I didn't mean to murder a man.
It was an accidental gust of wind that was meant to knock his hat off, but I did it too late after I'd already taken the hat off, and he got
How do you
spooked.
explain that to a judge?
You
I-
don't!
Exactly.
I did nothing wrong. and
That's why I
was the only
called
one in
you.
handcuffs.
All right. The three of you need to learn a little bit about responsibility. Because you have this power that you are able to somewhat access. If you fuck around with this, people die.
I wasn't really trying to fuck around with
What were you trying to do?
it. Was more just I was trying to prove that I could do something.
Why was it necessary in that moment for you to prove so much?
Murder is
Do
wrong.
you need to
Salem.
prove yourself at every moment, at every time?
Don't you?
No. My actions will speak for themselves. The smallest dog barks the loudest. It's the way that I like to say. The only person that needs to know what you're capable of is yourself. So don't be a
Salem
show
like
off.
pulls her knees to her chest and she's just like, see, just like.
Murderer.
Chloe's just kind of looking down. She's not making eye contact with Sam.
Would you
Get him,
like to be
Sam.
taken back home, or would you like to be taken to the penthouse?
Penthouse.
Penthouse.
Okay. You guys get driven over to the large apartment complex. Let me go ahead and boot up the penthouse.
Downtown Schmeattle.
In downtown Schmeattle, overlooking.
Seattle.
Go inside, and you. This is the first time Salem and Tav have been taken to Samuel Cross's penthouse. Chloe, if you would like to kind of describe it to them, give them the tour of what you imagined it to be.
I'm gonna show them my room first and foremost because everything is still spick and span in its place. You know, I've got books of books.
What?
The books of many books.
Yes.
So much porn.
Crazy amount.
Is it just
It
like
was wild
like
up in that
Silver
Salem
penthouse.
Fox
actually sees a
Monthly?
book she recognizes and like just makes a mental note of, okay.
And then kind of walks past Sam's room, but doesn't say anything. Doesn't say anything about that bedroom. And then kind of just does a circle and explains like this is the living room, and we did a lot of training here. And then I want to walk them out to the balcony and show them the view as well.
So you guys go out to the
Salem's
balcony, which is
jaw
kind of
just,
what's
like,
around us
drops.
right now. This wonderful, like, marble-looking balcony that goes out over the side of the building, has one of those infinity pools that gets really close to the edge with, like, that polycarbonate side paneling that allows you to, while underwater, go and see the entirety of the city. Has a little cabana that's up there with a bunch of different little poolside chairs, a little one of those, like, glass fireplaces. And a wonderful view.
So this is where I stayed for a while.
You lived here.
Yes.
Why?
Samuel took me in.
Samuel?
That does not come out right.
Didn't know you were a pitcher.
He gave me a place to stay when I had nowhere to go. So this is where I stayed. That was my bedroom over there, with the books. Of books.
The
Well,
book.
that's
Books.
incredibly nice of him. Also, chapter 55?
55 chapters.
Oh yeah.
Each chapter's only like 3 pages, bud.
It's
Scene,
just
next scene,
pure-
next scene. Graphic,
Like a
intense
picture book.
imagery.
Yeah. Picture book, but with words.
So Samuel walks out with a drink in hand, goes and sits by the fire as you all are staring over the view.
What is he drinking?
It's an alcoholic beverage of some sort. Make me a.
Scotch.
Okay, so it is a Scotch. What's he drinking?
Moon's just like, you know what he's drinking. Say it.
I was gonna have a perception roll here, but if it matters
we
to
can
you
do that.
that he is drinking a very nice bottle of scotch. It has one of those like perfectly clear round ice balls that like goes in. That like it's very nice.
Beautiful.
Balls of ice.
Ice balls at that.
Start sipping. All right, so the memory alteration that I was able to do will remove you three from the scenario.
Thank you.
I'm not going to be the one to stand here and tell you how you leave your lives, but please try to be more cautious.
Salem?
I was just trying to.
I get it. You blew him to death.
That's one way to go.
I feel like
I know you might be new to these. And unfortunately, with abilities like ours, things happen along the way. I'm not going to stand here and be the person to say that I've never done anything that I am entirely without fault of or wish I could erase.
We were just trying to play a joke. Kind of.
When you have capabilities like the ones that we have, jokes can become fatal if pointed towards the wrong person.
Yeah.
Samuel, I enjoy your scolding of these irresponsible women in our presence, but
So you find yourself without any fault?
I purchased a hat from someone and then turn around and he's dead because of a prank that my cohorts have. Not cohorts, that's not the word I'm looking for. My companions have done. I'm in the exact same scenario you are in of trying to clean it the fuck up.
Chloe's gonna go try to
Act
grab
as
a
if
drink.
You are without fault. You are part of the group. You are part of the engagement. You are part of everything.
Guilty by
yourself.
association.
Exactly. Do not hold yourself so superior to those who you choose to be around.
Superior, no, but in this scenario, yes. Do you have a place I can sleep?
I have one additional bedroom other than Chloe's. Other than that, I do have a very comfortable couch.
Salem's already like fallen on the floor. And is like getting ready to sleep on the floor.
You can give her the bedroom. I'll take the couch.
Okay. Are you even going to school tomorrow? I know.
We have someone coming to get us.
We should.
From our dorm.
We really should.
Okay, so I'll drive you home in the morning. Chloe, you got to make yourself a drink.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Me
Doesn't stop
too.
you.
Cheers.
You take a shot.
He did. He definitely did.
It's just a prank, bro. Jesus. If you need me, I'll be inside. Contemplate everything that you've learned today. Walks inside, leaving you guys to your own devices outside. If you are just willing to call it a night there,
sleep
call
till
it a
morning.
night there.
Salem looks at the other two with their drinks and goes, "So, shots?"
Yep.
All right.
Sleep till morning.
Tav goes to bed. Salem and Chloe,
We're getting
you
crunk.
got a bar in front of you. Let's see what the
I
ladies
know where all
get
the
up
good
to.
stuff is.
Let's see. You have the Everclear. You have the absinthe that was unfiltered, flown in from Cuba.
Oh
You know.
yeah.
So,
All right, Chloe. I trust you.
Right for the absinthe.
okay. As you guys start to get a little bit of litty, in the penthouse apartment of Samuel Cross. Roll me Constitution saving throws for your first line of shots.
6.
So that was a nat 1. So a 2.
Salem is immediately schmammered. Chloe, you are tipsy. That was shot 1.
Yeah.
The giggly effect of the absinthe is taking a little hold as you guys continue on with your night. What do you do?
Another one.
Salem's like, okay.
Roll me Constitution saving throws.
That was a 15.
Okay. You stop yourself from
19.
puking. And
Okay.
you also stop yourself from getting any worse. You guys are having this now 2 shots in, feeling pretty great. As, you know, the night is creating quite the scene of the lights of the city around you.
I want
know,
to
I
start
didn't
getting
mean
rowdy.
To do
Like
that,
just
right?
talking loud.
Like, you know that it wasn't supposed to happen, right?
Nope.
Okay.
But it's fine. We're going to feel
Okay.
like shit tomorrow.
So, Tov, they are very much loud enough that you can hear it inside, and they're just going.
And we're friends, right? Like you like me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
I'm gonna try and stay awake so I can draw mustaches on them when they pass out.
Okay.
Salem's just like swaying back and forth. Just
I
like,
poke Salem and I'm like, hey, Sam's
Yeah.
bedroom is that way. Let's go peek.
you wanna we wanna
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I'm going to let you guys have some narrative control of your shenanigans here. You
Okay.
have the rest of the night to continue with your fuckery.
Okay.
Take it away.
I stand up.
Chloe now has a glass of water that she's drinking as well.
Salem, make me a dexterity saving throw as you stand up for the first time after a nat 1 drinking contest.
Oh boy.
16.
You start leaning to one side and you like start hopping on one foot to try to maintain balance, and you get like right to the edge of the pool, and then you right yourself.
Six the landing.
I start stumbling down the patio.
Mhm.
Wait for me.
As you try to
kinda
run to
look
catch up to
back.
her, make me another dexterity saving throw.
Who said I was running? I just said wait. Another 16.
You don't fall into the pool again. Oh my god. All right, drunken girls night. What are y'all doing?
We're going to peep on Sam.
We're gonna go peek at Sam.
Okay.
They didn't break enough laws tonight. They need to go break more.
What is Sam's nightly routine before they go to bed?
Well, he had his scotch, and he was laying in bed reading a book.
He's gonna.
I would
masturbate.
assume.
Based off the books I've seen in this house, and a drink in his hand, and his cozy pajamas.
His what pajamas?
His cozy pajamas.
Cozy, got it. Not coochie. I thought he said coochie.
All right.
Same thing.
The outside patio does have a direct connection to the large glass wall that is what connects Sam's room to the patio.
Yeah.
And roll me stealth checks as you try to peep on Sam. A 2.
18. Okay, but
Oh,
wait.
oh
It's like
God.
still really bad stealth, but I somehow get by. Sort
Okay.
of deal.
Is See, as a group check, that's 1 success and 1 failure. So I need one of you. Yes?
I mean, she's drunk. You could do a stealth check at disadvantage.
I set the DC accordingly. So that was 1 success, 1 failure. One of you needs to roll one more time at disadvantage to see if you can succeed on this.
I'll roll.
Okay.
You got this.
Because I rolled a 2. You can't do much worse. Yeah. I also rolled an 18, so.
At disadvantage, so you rolled 2 and then you take the lower of the 2?
Yep.
Okay.
2 it
With
is.
an 18 on that success, as you're walking over, you set down a bottle as you like go to peek in. Roll me perception.
$17.
With a 17, you see Samuel has, something on the television, maybe some news that he has turned on as he walked in with his glass, and he has started to undress for the night. And he's about, in my mind, it's like the collared shirt's undone, it's unbuttoned down to the pants, and the pants are down. He has no shoes on, so he's just walking barefoot onto the carpet for his room, and he's like, takes a second as he pulls out his phone and like is watching. Then you guys are just kind of watching this dude getting ready for bed.
And aside, I'm just picturing us like peeking through the door, like one below the other, just 2
Oh
heads.
yeah, for sure. And as this is happening, Chloe gets this type of vibe, and the you kind of back up for a sec, and your butt hits like a bottle that you had sat down, and it like goes to fall over, and it clink 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 hits the ground and rolls away as Samuel like turns, and you guys both dip out of the way fast enough to not be seen.
Wall break.
You
What do the rest
lived
of
here? I like whisper in Chloe's ear again.
What does a drunk Salem look like in this moment, staring at Hot Daddy Sam, the sexually repressed Salem?
She's just like, like that's just her expression. She's just like, but like also she's getting like really red because she's like also never really drank before. This sort of deal. Like all she's really done is smoke.
Smoke weed every day.
Your first drinks were absinthe shots.
Absinthe.
Oh my god.
That's why I rolled a nat 1.
I totally understand. And I love that the role play is matching the dice and the dice is matching the role play. Oh my god.
Jesus.
So you guys got a full glimpse of Abby's Sam Cross. What do you do from there?
Chloe's gonna start giggling, and she's gonna kind of like tap Salem on the shoulder.
And I'm like tapping her back and just going shh, shh, while also trying not to giggle.
Roll stealth checks, the two of you.
Oh no.
7! 13!
As you guys are giggling to yourself and like tapping each other, you look over and Sam has now stepped outside of his room with like an almost empty glass of scotch and is just like, is there a reason that you're skulking outside of my room?
Chloe turns around and she drunkenly says, "Oh hey."
Salem's like has gone like stark still and is just getting redder and redder and
Is
redder.
his
And
shirt
she's like
still
trying
open?
really hard not to giggle. And failing.
Okay. I would recommend, considering you do have classes in the morning, maybe less drinking for the moment.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Do I need to go and get a bucket?
Oh no, I think we're fine. We're fine. We were just talking about something. That's all. You know,
Okay.
girl talk, you know.
Uh-huh.
Right, yeah, of course. Stay away from the edges of the patio while drinking, and if you need anything, text me first.
Okay.
He walks back inside.
I
Chloe
just
looks
turned
at
to
Salem and
Chloe.
starts laughing.
Tav, you were hearing all of this go down.
I know. I'm awake, waiting to draw mustaches on. However,
Perfect.
have since come up with a better plan. I'm assuming there's 2 entrances to his bedroom, one to the patio, one to the inside.
Yeah.
I want to knock on his door.
Goes
Poor
over, opens it
Sam.
up. Oh, Tav, was it?
Yes, it is. Samuel, correct?
That would be correct.
We've spoke today in length about harmful pranks and how we shouldn't do them as they can lead to bad results.
Yes.
I want to talk to you about harmless pranks.
Can we hear this?
You guys are drunkenly giggling outside on the patio. I would say give me perception checks at disadvantage.
Okay. 13.
1.
Chloe, you start to like drunkenly mumble about some things, and it makes it really hard to hear other things. Salem, you're just listening to Chloe's like drunken ramblings, and it's really hard to.
What? What did you say?
Yeah, so what you guys have to do is you have to you pick it up and then you
So like instead of chapter 55, it's like chapter 26.
yeah, and you have to
Okay.
keep reading it or you get all over the place.
Right.
So, Tom,
Okay.
what can I do for you?
I want to talk to you about harmless pranks.
Yes.
Can I sleep on the floor of your bedroom tonight?
Respectfully, I'm
funny,
going to
trust
say no, without any context of what you're trying to accomplish.
You and I both witnessed some peeping Toms this evening, and I think they
Who are
would
they
find
peeping
it.
on?
We both know who they were peeping on. Come on, I heard
She's
the
staring at those
conversation.
neighbors again. I swear, her obsession with those two.
I heard the conversation you had with those two. They were trying to peer into your bedroom. You said this out loud. I heard everything. Be not
Try
afraid.
to persuade him, because he's very.
Shocker, a himbo.
17.
17? Oh shit.
I love how you were
charisma
just going
person.
behind Chloe's back to do this. To please be like,
I'm a charisma
hey, that girl that
caster.
you brought in, yeah, totally into you.
I'm a charisma caster. My charisma's really high.
It is. So, see, I always thought it was a fascination with the couple that was across the way who doesn't like to close their blinds at night. But that might.
She definitely watched them too.
How horned up is Chloe?
Fuck it out.
My God.
I don't know, but she's rubbing off on Salem and it's a problem.
Y'all are having a fun girls' night. Jesus.
Absinthe!
Woo!
Chloe's Chloe.
So they would be really weirded out if I came out of your bedroom in the morning. Wait,
Yeah, that's
again,
not going to happen.
I'm gonna sleep on the floor if
No.
anything. Okay. Thank you for allowing me to speak with you this evening. You have a good night.
You have a great night. Now you can leave my bedroom.
Yes, I'm gone already. I
Okay,
walked
cool. You leave, he closes the door behind you, and you hear a lock as he locks the door.
There is one of those electric fireplaces on the patio
Right.
at Sam's. So I have taken Salem and we are sitting across from each other at this electric patio fireplace.
Mm-hmm.
I turned it on.
Salem, how are your emotions in the moment?
I'm like awkwardly elated and
Baby,
don't really
lock
know how I
them
feel
doors
about how
until-
elated I feel, sort of deal.
When you're sitting like across from the fire, like you're kind of messing with it. You're a little bit of a pyro. You stick your hand like close to the fire, and as you get close to it, it gets this like really pretty blue. As like the flame comes and like dances around your hand, and you have this like produced flame. Like the positive emotions are responding to the world around you in that scenario.
Baby, lock the door and turn the lights down low.
I just like keep moving my hand like back and forth, like towards the fire and then away from it, and then towards the fire and then away from it.
So Salem is having this drunk girl pyromaniac moment while Chloe, you are sitting across from her in a scenario that you had set up previously.
Chloe's sitting like a dude. She's man-spreading.
That's
Yeah,
what the
exactly.
jeans are for? Fine.
Yeah. And she's kind of just sitting there, kind of once in a while just glancing behind her to make sure that Sam hasn't come out
Mhm.
of his room.
I think Tov scared him away.
Yeah, fair. And she just keeps watching Salem like go closer to the fire and further away from it. And she's obviously, tipsy, so she's really enjoying it. It's very
Mhm.
entertaining.
Salem just starts like giggling. Just like
So, Tov, you are inside looking out, and you just see these two girls, one sticking her hand in the fire and laughing at each other, looking over to see, going back, giggling, giggling, giggling. Giggle, giggle, giggle.
I was gonna
Page
call it and
17,
pass out
page
on the night.
34, page 72. Like, they're just having a conversation about it.
Tom's gonna pass out on the couch. He's
All right. You guys look over, and you see Tov knocked out. Just,
I look directly at Salem.
how asleep do we think he is?
Oh, he's out.
Do you have a Sharpie?
I have many colored Sharpies in my bedroom.
Okay. Salem like gets down on the ground because again, first time she's ever drank and she's like army crawling.
Can I roll a D100 to see how many different colors of Sharpies I have?
oh, yeah, for sure.
a lot of different
Perfect.
colors of Sharpie though.
Oh, I know.
I can.
And I have 3.
You rolled a 3 on a D100.
Sharpie.
You have the primary colors
Yes.
and black.
You have
Color
red,
coded.
blue, and yellow.
Red. Yep. Red,
There are
yellow, blue.
77 Sharpie colors.
Perfect. Is there? Oh.
I just googled
Wait.
it. Oh, I have 2 different answers. One from Jenny's Crown collection, and the other from Sharpie.com. Sharpie.com only says 49. Jenny's,
Mm.
however, says 77.
Maybe Jenny's colorblind, so she thinks there's many more.
Just maybe.
Or
Look at all
Sharpie
these
just doesn't
wonderful grays.
This one's passion pink. This one's purple pink. This
Yeah.
one's
This one's gray. This one's a little bit grayer. This one's a darker gray.
grapefruit pink.
So you have black in the primary colors.
Yes. We're gonna use. What color do you want to use?
I want blue.
Okay, blue it is.
Okay.
So you're going to try to do what to Tov?
I want to draw, like, I want to, like, look at Chloe, and I want us to each, like, try to draw the half of a handlebar mustache.
Yes, my side's gonna be red.
Okay. So you're trying to make it 3D. So both of you do a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Drunk against sober Tav.
Yep.
Dude.
15.
All right. So 15 is the DC for your perception check. You're
Nice roll.
asleep, and we're going to see if you wake up to it.
Oh, 14.
With a 14. You guys get a... Go ahead and roll me a performance check, each of you. And not only is it going to be compared to each other, because the closer you are, the more similar the mustaches look.
20!
You got a
20.
nat 20?
I got a fucking
I got
20.
a 10.
I got a fucking 20! What'd you get, Salem?
I got a 10.
Okay. You draw a nice little curl, and it looks all right. Chloe's looks like detailed mustache. She drew it in red, then came back in with the black to make it look like individualized, like
It has
whiskers. It has shading, depth. It is beautiful.
Wait. I want to try to add some.
Okay, roll another sleight of hand as you go back in to touch his face. What are you going to be adding?
15 again.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me that perception check, Top.
18.
Oh, Darius, I'm right there with you, bud. With an 18, you feel the pen boop against your skin as you are awoken. You haven't opened your eyes yet, but you know that the girls are drunkenly giggling on standing over you, doing something to your face.
I try to lick the finger hovering above my face.
Make a tongue attack roll? Like, what do you even... Like, are you trained? Would you have proficiency?
Are you
It's
trained in
not
the art of the
difficult to
tongue?
lick something
The
right
art of
here.
the tongue.
Like, can you
That's a
lick your
real
upper
thing.
lip? Can you lick your
That's
upper
gonna...
lip? That's
okay,
what I have to
guys,
lick.
we need to make a monk subclass that is the way of the tongue. All right?
No,
That's
you're
what
not
Samuel
allowed.
has.
That's what Samuel... No, Samuel just really knows how to use mage hand, okay?
Ooh.
That face! Okay.
But they're right here. You can't lick right.
So what you're going to do is you're going to make a athletics check versus Salem's athletic or acrobatics to see if you're able to just... Blah.
I got a 16.
A 19. It was a nat 20, but my athletics is -1.
So a nat 20 is still a nat 20
No.
no matter what. A nat 20 is always a critical success. How...
Damn.
So paint me a word picture.
You've
of
never
this.
Lick my
seen
finger.
a more salivated tongue. That is from
Eh.
out of someone's
I
mouth.
feel it, and I like throw the Sharpie back.
Like, think a dog that just fucking drank water. Like, it's fucking wet tongue. That just
I
comes
feel
up.
it, and I immediately like fall back and throw the Sharpie over my shoulder.
Roll me a d20. Roll me a dexterity check on that one. Tom, please continue your description.
16.
You may have just taken a bath with your fucking finger. However, it's saliva bath. Like, it's sticky. Right. It's
also end of the day, so it's like after a couple of seconds, it starts to get that breath smell to it.
Mm.
What did you roll with that
I am-
dexterity check?
16.
Okay, so when you threw the Sharpie, it didn't hit the bottle of open absinthe. It's still on the counter in the kitchen. Instead, it went right through the window, out over the side, and you have one less Sharpie.
Did it hit anybody at the bottom of the apartment?
It's a long way down. You're still waiting.
Okay.
You wouldn't know either, right? Like, our perception's not that good.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, Mike, I like to think of my things of being I do open world DMing. These guys can go wherever they want, whenever they want. I have stuff set up and ready. But this is the shit, like, we never would have gotten this if I was just like, you guys are ready to go and investigate this thing. This is fun. All right. Tav, you wake up.
We almost got arrested.
Mm-hmm.
We did almost get arrested.
Got arrested.
Well, Tav almost got arrested.
Got drunk.
I
Tom
was gonna
did get
sue the fuck.
arrested.
I was
And-
gonna sue the
and
fucking.
keeping
You guys are
condoms
in
in.
college. This is just college.
I was gonna sue the fucking city.
This is just
Yeah.
college. We used to make a joke of every time we saw the school bus walking around that hopefully we got hit when we're not at fault so that tuition would be free.
Oh, I still
Right?
joke about that, and I don't even go to college.
I mean, fair. Okay. So, Tom, what is your reaction other than licking Salem? Would you say anything? Do you do anything? What's going on?
Is there any chance they're the like flavored Sharpie kind? Because
Yes.
maybe I'm just sitting there licking my upper lip, you know, like lemon and what was it, blueberry
Red and blue, so it's
It would be
Strawberry.
blueberry
I
and
was going to
cherry.
say blue raspberry.
Blue
is
raspberry
not
and
a real
cherry.
Best flavor.
No,
Best
but it
candy
is the
flavor.
best. Agreed.
It's not a real flavor.
This is why
Blue
we're friends.
raspberry is
This is
the
why we're
best
friends.
flavor.
Yes,
It's not
it
a
is for
real
everything.
flavor.
Very
Not a
angry.
flavor.
It's not a
It's
flavor.
not- it was completely created by humans.
Yeah. And I'm totally okay with that.
And I am a
It's
human,
delicious.
therefore.
Yeah. Bassett, you know that when you punch a Hawaiian, like, juice doesn't come out, right? It's a created flavor.
It's just a mixture of different types of fruit juices.
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
jungle
my
juice.
lord.
Jungle juice, it doesn't come if you punch a jungle. It's a creation of
You have to
mixture
pee
of
again, I'll be right
juices.
back.
But if you
Alright.
punch a Hawaiian hard enough, blood does come out, and that's juicy.
Maybe for a
Easy.
vampire,
Not wrong.
Hawaiian's got that sweet blood.
That sweet, sweet.
A sweet blood.
Man, you drink pineapple every day.
Mm.
So, you lick Salem's finger. She goes, eep, and throws the Sharpie off over the... What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna go wash my fucking face.
All right. You go and you clean off your face and you come back out. Chloe and Salem are there. What do you guys do when Tav leaves? Do you guys stick around? Do you just leave?
Oh, I'm gonna start giggling.
So you come out after washing your face off, and Salem and Chloe are like doing that drunken thing of like you guys are on the couch, like half holding each other and just laughing like crazy.
Howling. Yeah, yeah.
Just cackling.
Oh, yes. Like witches.
Sam opens the door to his room and just looks at Tav with like the half drawn on mustache still
I
not
just washed my
perfectly
face.
still not perfectly washed off because it is a fucking Sharpie.
True.
And you guys are just cackling. He goes, okay, I really don't have time for this. And he swirls his hand and like suddenly you guys get quiet.
Oh, that could be.
Damn, it's the anti-free will.
It's just you guys go to speak and just no words coming up. Tav, you
Yep.
can speak and there's sound there. Okay. Please make sure that these girls don't injure themselves or others. I did just save a Sharpie from flying off the side of the building. So
Save the Sharpie, too.
as you like a complete replica of his hand in like glowing format floats in, drops it onto the table next to you guys. Snaps his fingers, it dissipates. Now, I have a very important meeting in the morning, and I'm going to go to sleep. Please
I
try
give
to
him a
control
thumbs
yourself.
up.
Please try to control yourself. He walks back inside.
Yeah.
Well, we can't talk now, so.
So you guys look at each other and just start laughing, I'm assuming.
Silent laughing.
Yeah.
It's laughing.
After about a minute, the silence bubble fades, and you guys are able to talk again.
I imagine that Chloe, while she's silent, she just has her mouth in like like she's trying to like yell ah, and as she's like mid ah, like it finally starts, and it scares the shit out of her.
Make me a constitution check to see just how piercing this is.
9.
Okay, it's like just a yell. And as that's happening, you hear like you hear the shower turn on for Samuel, and you hear like a little slip and like a psh, and then like
So, like a kind of similar thing happens with Salem, only she's like realized that no one can hear what she's saying. So she's like kind of going on about how she has like a slight crush on Jason. And then it's just like mid-sentence. She doesn't fully realize that she said it at first because she's drunk.
mhm.
And that people can hear her.
So okay, so start talking, like start confessing this, and I'll let you know when it starts to become like audible again. Okay.
So like, I mean, like
Like,
he's
just-
just really.
Now.
And oh my god, he's just Jason and he's so fucking cute and I don't know how to handle this and I just
And Chloe just kind of snaps her head, like, what?
nothing.
You two should probably go to bed.
I'm go bed.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start jotting stuff down and make a novel.
Bedtime.
You can add that novel to your collection if we go on long enough.
Yikes.
What do you think your role in this novel is?
The author? I can tell you what your role is.
Salem just like kind of like shuts up, gets up, and goes to bed.
Chloe does the same. And when she gets in the bed, she sends a text to Samuel saying thank you with a heart. A white heart, not a red one. That's too intense.
Seen at 1:23 in the morning.
She puts her phone down and stares at the ceiling.
Sleepy time.
You just get a little thumbs up back.
That hurts more.
That's so fucking boomer. Like, my boss does that shit to me.
He's
Just,
an
like,
old man!
Just thumbs up. Like, what?
A thumbs up? Yeah, I
Get a
know.
response!
Okay. Everybody roll me a d20.
18.
13.
Nat 20? Okay. Salem, you have a dream where you are on the street that Steve died on. And
Okay.
when his body's on the ground, you see this almost like energy tether that is going up from them. And you reach forward and you grab it. And you twist and rip, and it is tethered away. And you are able to then direct it and flow it. And it seems to listen to what you're saying as you look forward, and he's dead. And you have this moment of, I did this, but now I'm here, and this is so interesting. And like you have that, not as much, like the dream you had no reaction to it, like almost like an emotionless response.
Okay.
And then you wake up in the morning. Tom,
Feeling like P. Diddy.
with a nat 20, you... Wait. Yeah, let's go with some coffee. You are in a large, kind of like that same space you were before, with the purple energy swirling around and the floating Minari.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
You told me to be better. How?
Kind of looks at you, and you feel this emotion of like introspection. Look within.
Mm-hmm.
You got?
There's too much to look for. I'm still a novice at all of this. So I'm still way too new. The amount of looking in I'd have to do could be a lifetime's worth.
Do not expect all answers to come immediately, child. Life is about taking lessons along the way. Learn from your mistakes and your failures. Be better because of it.
I'll try.
Good. You wake up in the morning.
Feeling like P. Diddy.
Chloe, what dream do
You have your
have?
glasses. What dream do I have?
What's a Chloe dream?
Well, she's having a drunk dream, so those are all the different. She is back in her bed at Samuel's house, and she is very, very happy to be there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
She has a dream that instead of the events that occurred last night, it was altered.
Okay.
So, it's the same thing with her and Salem, drunk, giggling, peeping peeping Sally's. I feel like peeping Tom's is, peeping Sally's. Having a looky at Samuel, and instead Samuel invites Chloe inside to give her a talking to. and then she wakes up.
Like right as it was about to get good.
Yep.
You wake up.
Cliffhanger. She needed a talking to.
Okay.
That's all it was gonna be.
Yeah,
It
just
is-
the talking to.
Yeah.
It is 7 in the morning, and you are woken up to Samuel knocking on your door. All right, I know last night we made a bunch of bad decisions about drinking, and you still have class today. So it's time to get up.
Shall I roll for a hangover?
Yes, Constitution saving throw at disadvantage. Actually, Salem would do it at disadvantage. You're doing it just straight. Same knock on your
19.
door. 19, you're fine. You're used to this. Your body is strong.
Oh yeah. I used to drink all the time.
So at disadvantage, that's a 3.
You have one of those hangovers where it's like you're in bed and you're like, I'm fine. I'm fine.
And then you get up.
And then you stand up and it's headache. And then it's, I've got 15 seconds before you just run to the bathroom and just like it is out of you. And you walk into the kitchen where Tav and Chloe are hanging out, waiting for a breakfast being made by Sam. And you have,
I have
nested hair and just the disheveled.
I like
Pat
Chloe.
Patter's
You're
guy.
question. How much do I remember? Like, do we roll for how much I remember from the night before?
Chloe is fine. We should roll.
Okay. That's a 13.
Okay. Specifically, I want to see if you remember telling Chloe that you had a crush on Jason.
Okay.
So roll me a d20. If it's above a 10, you remember. If it's below a 10, you don't.
It's an 8.
So you remember getting to the couch and having that conversation. But then it's almost as if Sam had like waved their hand and you woke up.
Mm.
Okay.
Chloe goes up next to Sayla and pats her on the shoulder and she's like, "How's it going? How you doing this morning?"
Uh-huh.
And there's a spread of like eggs Benedict with wonderful homemade hollandaise sauce with like oranges and like mimosas ready. And
So the smell of the eggs immediately makes me want to vomit again.
so you get in there. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, nat 20.
You swallow it and you're
Okay.
solid.
Mm.
I have a bagel on my plate with a muffin, eggs, cream cheese on the bagel. Eggs are cooked scrambled. I got a little bit of hollandaise that I drizzled over my bagel with a cream cheese. Oh yeah.
Oh, man, when I was at Gen Con, every morning was bagel morning. I gotta have like, it was nice. I'm on a bagel kick
Bagels
now.
are nice.
Bagels. Blueberry bagels are my weakness.
Oh, for sure. I gotta remember to tell Zach that the next place has to have good bagels. That's all I really care about at this point.
Good bagels.
Good bagels.
Sleeping place don't need that. Bagel.
Dude, I can sleep on a cot as long as I have a good breakfast waiting for me.
There you go.
So with that, Sam does, without judgment, as all good parents do.
Sorry.
I was waiting for it.
Yep. The way he sees you before compared to the way you see him.
Yep.
You guys are, your stomachs are filled. You are taken to the car and you are driven back to campus. You dropped off right outside your house and you actually see the guy from outside of the hospital, Logan, standing outside of your apartment. So hey, it seems, and he looks over you guys.
Hi.
It seems like you had a fun night.
Tip my top hat at him.
Tips his cowboy hat to you. Says, I like it.
I need to grab one thing from inside, but then I'll be ready.
All right.
I want to go inside and check on my plant real quick, just to like see.
Okay.
The
You see
chicken
Logan
coops are
kind of
in the
walks up
back
to
seat.
Samuel and kind of starts having a conversation. What was that?
The chicken coops are in the back seat still.
You guys take the chicken coops out, unload them.
I'll grab them.
Oh my
Thank
god.
you, Chloe.
Do you want them in the backyard?
Sounds amazing.
How many
Hey.
different accents does Tom?
It's like
He's going
had
through an
so
identity
many
crisis.
different
I mean,
accents
if Tom is
today.
a voice actor, I do the same thing. So like,
I do a lot of different accents. I'm not a voice actor. It's just fun.
I mean, I'm not saying the things are mutually exclusive, but so
I'm being a rancher right now. Tom's being a rancher right now. We're tending chickens with chicken coops. Tom, the only thing Tom is going inside for is a chicken to put in his secret compartment of his hat.
all right. I'm going to allow you to decide whichever chicken you decide to put into the
Cheese
secret.
ball is coming with me.
Cheese ball. The
Cheese
OG.
ball is now inside the top hat.
I choose you, cheese ball. Throws top hat. Not Pokeball top hat.
He just pokeballed the top hat.
Are you actively throwing this inside the house and at what?
No.
Okay, because I was about to say a chicken's about to die again. We're about to be 2 for 2 for chicken deaths per episode.
Oh.
That's a ratio I didn't know we'd have to calculate.
Yep. I'm gonna say before we end it up tonight, you guys have one more thing that you can do. What are you doing?
I'm checking on my plant that I dropped a little piece of that liquid in.
So you go to your plant and you see like the different leaves are boom, 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 blinking in and out.
Okay.
And then it settles after a little bit. You see like these little blue veins that have started growing along. Some of it doesn't seem to be entirely healthy anymore. Like half of the plant like died, but the part of the plant that did, not die.
I trim it. Like I trim off the dead stuff and water it a little bit to help it like regain its normal stature.
Okay.
Okay.
Tom?
I am training Cheeseball to quiet when in the top hat. Otherwise, he's just gonna chirp like a little idiot that he is.
Make me an animal handling check.
All right, so we're coaxing him in there like, shh. I'll give you treats later, and you can eat the bad guys or something.
Cheep.
For the animal handling skill of hand.
Who knows? Maybe it broke through that hard chicken exterior into the brain beneath. Only time will tell. Last thing, Chloe. Sam is outside.
I'm giving him a hug and then gonna go inside. But like a really, really long hug. Like almost uncomfortable. What? I'm appreciative.
Is there any emotion you are trying to convey or understand, or like what is the purpose of the long hug? What are you up for? What are you
appreciation.
Trying to do?
What am I up for? Well, that's another story. But it's a sign of appreciation.
Okay.
Like I appreciate that he came and picked us up and solved all our issues in that moment, and then let us stay in the penthouse.
So Logan kind of walks out for a second. It's just you and Sam at this moment. He goes, I know that this entire world is a little bit scary. I know you don't have to go it alone. And I'm glad that you called me.
I am glad I called you too. Thank you. And she's a little awkward now, but it's okay. It's like a little hint of awkward. Yeah.
And it seems like these two have not quite been around as long as you have for this stuff. Take care of them, okay?
I'll do my best.
Kind of like tilts your head up and it goes like, no, you can be good for them. But take care of them.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You have a great day.
Thanks, you too. And then she turns around and goes inside.
He drives off.
Yep.
And as he drives off, the camera is going to pan up into the sky as we will start next week on whatever I was going to happen before all the rest of this started to happen. So,
and this is without deadly encounters.
yeah, this was one
Yup.
random encounter. Thank you,
This
Yeah.
is what
by
you
the
guys
way.
get with
those who
no deadly
donated.
encounters.
Not
Yep.
deadly. Lunar.
Degeneracy.
There was a point to this episode that here we are. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. Let's go in reverse this time. Moog, why don't you tell the people about yourself?
Hi there, I am Moog Plays. I'm a variety streamer, also on Twitch. I play things like Dark Souls and Fallout and any type of RPG. That's kind of my vibe. I also do daily Wordle and Global on the stream to try and get away from Smooth Brain, get some wrinkles in there. So if you like fun, stupid, degenerate content, but PG-14, then
You get
it's the
one.
place to be.
Get one
You do
fuck.
get one. You do get one. Yeah, you get one fuck and that's it. But yeah, that's I.
All right. Lunar.
Luna, I'm also a variety streamer on this here thing called Twitch. We've been currently playing through the Dark Souls series, but I've played everything from The Witcher to World of Warcraft to what else have I played? Ori and the Blind Forest, the Breath of the Wild, Here's the Kingdom. A lot of different stuff. We describe ourselves as chaotic cozy because while we are a vibe, we're also quite chaotic, and that's what you get. So yeah. Aha. I also
Fantastic.
have a cute dog.
You do. Nisha's adorable.
I have a
Playing
frog.
fetch. She has a frog. Both are great. Frog's not as good
Guys
at...
actually met Misha.
Fair.
Right.
Finally.
Yeah, dude. It was awesome
2 years
actually playing
later.
fetch. But, frogs don't play fetch. So that's like the only downside.
They do if you have bugs.
He just thinks cricket.
Trying to think of how you can now play fetch with a bug and a frog. Okay. Basti, you want to tell the people about
figure it
yourself?
Bastina.
That's Bastina. My name is Kai Bever. I stream and do voice actor stuff. We're going to be doing this once a week. Trying to, at least anytime we have a gap, we're going to try and fill it with something fun. So if you guys want to see more TTRPG fun, drop a follow. Really appreciate it. Thank you so
Do
much
it
for
or
being
else.
here. Or else.
Yeah.
Or else.
Knock your ass out.
I mean, don't piss off the barbarian. This is just kind of what happens. So
Don't worry, I'll heal you after she beats you up.
remember,
If I'm not already dead.
click
Moog wishes,
Moog in the
McTasty, I'll
description.
kick your ass.
Click Lunar in the description. Go and drop follows. Thank you guys so much for the support tonight using PallyGG to get some interaction and fun stuff, which I think we had disadvantage, advantage, two random magical effects, and the random encounter, which I got a message of what it was supposed to be from that person afterwards. And I was like, well, this might come in handy for next
Wonder
time.
who the person is.
Encounter, I
knows?
hardly know her.
And on that
Oh.
note, thank you so much, everybody.